without the possibility of evil. It's something like that, in that maybe a man is better when he's a dangerous man who's being good than he would be if he was just a good man who wasn't capable of being dangerous. And I believe that because the best men that I've ever met are very dangerous men. You don't mess with them. Yeah. So, and you know that as soon as you meet them.
Yo, this is Big Boss from Oakland, California. You know what it is. Like, subscribe, share the Big Boss Real Talk YouTube channel. Okanda. Big Boss from Oakland, California. Cooking with that gasoline. How you guys doing tonight?
Who do the hiring and the firing? That's the boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss. Biggity wiggity Bossellini with the sauce. Travel bros catching flight, not for love. Bossellini up in here to bust it up. Bub. Talking dirty, you don't like it, hit the tub. TLC, keep it pop. I'm a thug. Real talk over here. We don't feel y'all. No. Real soft, pillow whisper, that's that squeal talk. Woo! I don't feel y'all, dog, like you real lost. Too much imitation talking, get you peeled off. Yeah, Big Bossellini, he shrimp linguine. You never see me disappear like Houdini. Don't call me for no favors, unless it's real talk. Straight up out of Oakland, that's that big boss. Who do the hiring and the fun? That's the boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss. Biggity wiggity Bossellini with the sauce.
Yo. It's the Biggity. Bossy-Boss from Oakland, California. You know what it is. Yeah. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. Oh, man. Tonight, we about to cook. Tonight, I got with me none other than Kenny Can. His YouTube, KPR1. He's been on the channel a couple of times. It's featured on his own channel, KPR1. He goes hard. He goes hard in the paint for the passport bros. And he really be going hard against the simps, the suckers, these lames. You know what I'm saying? These men, these basically race trader bros that's against passport bros. So tonight, oh man, we about to cook it up. None other. Big Boss Olini and Kenny Can. Yo.
Yo, what is yo?
You tell me, man. Kenny,
yeah, man. I'm picking that intro, bro. That's good. I like that intro, man.
Right on, man. Hey, like I say, you started this shit a while ago. You had your channel, your first channel, a while back. About what? Almost 10 years ago, right?
Right. So long.
Music. You was kind of off in the music scene.
Yeah. You know, I was with a lot of LA cats, K9, Bosco, Counting Menace, Rest in Peace, Big Payback, a bunch of like on that scene, and then I took a long Rest in Peace, Red Rum 781, Bandana the Rag, did a couple of mostly LA rappers, and I took a long, you know what I'm saying, but then I transitioned into the manosphere / passport travel sector.
Yes, sir.
So here it is, man, and man, it's been a nice ride so far. You feel me? Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, and for the people that don't know, KPR1 is from Southern California, the Los Angeles area. That's what's up. Where at exactly? What city you in down there in LA?
I'm actually close to like Hollywood right now.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Hollywood is basically like 5.5 minutes away from where I stay at right now.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I'm right.
Hey,
right. Yeah,
right there
right
by
away.
Hollywood, man. You a star, man.
Oh
That means
man.
when your YouTube channel really blow up, you right there. You are say, hey, I'm already a star, Hollywood. I'm a YouTube star.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I've been here, you know what I mean? It's just I'm gonna
Man.
stop just like in the cut, you know. Right now I'm in the cut, kind of just
Hey, that's how. Hey, on some real shit, real talk. That's how I feel. I feel like, man, I'm already a star. The world just don't know it yet.
hey,
They'll
that's
find
it,
out.
man. That's right, bro. That's real sick.
They'll find out eventually, man. They'll find out. Yeah, man. So, what's good with KPR1, man? Yeah, you know, we struggling YouTubers right now. We both full-time working men and doing YouTube on the side until we full-time YouTube. But
Yes, sir. Yes.
you know, we both got our real jobs. But I guess you're off today.
Yeah, so you know today's a day off, and tomorrow I'm off too, and then I just gotta grind back, and then after that, man, I'm just gonna take a quick little, what I'm saying, hop on a flight and head back to my favorite place, man. You'll dig it,
Oh, man, your favorite place, huh? I know
Yeah,
what
man.
your favorite place is, man.
Sir, that's Kenny Medellin. I love
Kenny,
them. I
Kenny
love the place.
Medellin, Medi Kenny. I
Yeah,
remember. So, down memory lane, Big Boss was on this Nick Fury shit. I was gathering people, good brothers like yourself, for my travel group years back. I ran into you down in. Do you remember where we met?
Tijuana, Mexico.
Yep, Tijuana, Mexico. Literally was right across the street from Cascadas, the Hong Kong hotel. We were
Yeah,
chopping
yeah,
it up.
yeah, man. And
You
then he was like,
it's funny. Even in Mexico, you was telling me about Medellin, and man, I came here because I couldn't get back to Medellin. I just got back from Medellin, and I can't go back right now, so I came here instead.
yeah, exactly. I still use it as a substitute. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its ups and downs, but still compared to Medi is night and day to me. You know what I mean? But I know like it's kind of hard for sometimes to maneuver because it's not like it's not exactly like as warm as other places that we normally go to,
Right.
but it still has its purpose. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in LA, it's like 2 hours away. You can go there, have fun. You know what I mean?
I might be a Tijuana man if I lived in LA.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
2 hour drive, I deal with it. I learn to love it, at least like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the closest thing out of the Matrix, even though it's like right by the border. But it's like when you want to get out of America and you just want to get away, it's like, all right, cool. I'll just hop in my whip. Then 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? And there's stuff to do out there too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff you could do out there too. And Rosarito is closed, Ensenada, you know what I'm saying? But it's still nothing compared to Brazil. It's still nothing compared to Thailand, obviously.
No,
Hopefully,
at all. Shout out to QB Passport Flexing, who's also based out of Southern California. Even though he be up in the Bay a lot with his job, have him working up here in the Bay, but he's based out of Southern California, so that's why he goes to Mexico all the time. He calls himself, Mexico expert. So shout out to QB Passport Flexing. Yeah, man. If I was an LA cat like y'all, I'll probably be down there too, but I'm up here in the Bay. It's a 6-hour drive from the Bay to San Diego. It's like a 1-hour flight. And, once you get to San Diego, it's
right.
a jump. But I don't know.
I know you wasn't really feeling it, like I mean, you had a little. I know you have your little thing about it, but
yeah.
I mean,
but then guess what? I'm 2 for 2. I ain't feeling Tijuana, and I ain't feeling no damn Medellin, and y'all Negroes love it. So, boss, I'm just a different kind, man. I'm a different kind of brother, man.
Yeah. So wait, okay. So what's number one? I know you just recently came back from Thailand. Which one you prefer, Thailand or Brazil? I gotta ask you. That's what I meant to ask.
Yeah. That is too. It's too fucking close, man. It's too fucking, and it'll be skewed because I just got back from Thailand, so I still had the Thailand buzz. So it's almost kind of like not fair. Because my knee-jerk reaction would be Thailand.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
and I'm going back to Thailand in a couple months. Thailand maybe edge out Brazil, maybe. Like a 1A, 1B.
Ooh.
1A,
So
1B. It's a razor's edge. It's a razor's edge.
Okay, because you've been Brazil. Okay, remember.
Yeah, I've been to Brazil 4 times.
Think about the first.
And I only been to Thailand twice. So here it is. Less. I've been to Thailand twice, Brazil 4 times, and my mind still puts Thailand.
Oh wow! So wow. See, that alone tells me I really need to get out there. Because I mean, Brazil blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to Brazil, I was like, wow. And you know, I'm a Medicat. You know, I love Medi. But when I went, I almost changed my name to Kenny Brazil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, Brazil is real. Brazil is real. And even now, it's still a 1A, 1B because there is a few pros and cons to each. And those pros and cons almost complement each other almost like exactly. So it's almost like if you can combine the two, you'll have a perfect place.
Yeah. I know
Brazil, Thai. If you can combine those two, you had a perfect place.
I think the main advantage of Thailand would be the language. The language probably because most of them speak English.
Yeah, a lot of speak English. Like really, the biggest. There's 2. Okay, I'll break it down real fast. There's 2 big cons to Thailand. The biggest, giant, obvious one is that damn long flight.
Yeah.
That's the cost to entry, the barrier to entry. You have to pass. You know, don't pass go and collect your $200. Right? You got to get over that mental hump of a long flight. 20 plus hours, no matter where you flying from. If you flying from East Coast, it's still about 20, 21 hours. If you flying from California, West Coast, it's about 21, 22 hours. The only difference is, of course, if you fly
on my first trip to Brazil, it took me 20 hours to get there to Sao Paulo from LA. It was a 20-hour ride, man.
That's not normal. You had a long layover?
I had, because the layover was in Panama. So I left LA at midnight, and I didn't get to Sao Paulo until 8 o'clock the next night.
Yeah, okay. I hear what you're saying. In those regards, that almost don't count because now you're talking about layovers and other stuff. Pure flight time, it don't take 20 hours to get from California to Brazil, pure flight time. With minimal, with 1, 2, or even a 3-hour layover, it won't be 20 hours. With Thailand, air time is 20 hours at least, or at least 18, 19 hours straight air time without layover. Now, when you add the layovers, now you're talking 21, 22. So, yeah.
It's a major difference. Definitely major difference. But travel time, I put the travel time is like, hey, still to take from leaving from one point to the next point. Travel time, that's what I counted it. But I hear what you're saying.
But yeah, exactly. But that's variable depending on because it's all optional. A lot of times it comes with the price of the ticket. If you want a cheaper ticket, you have a direct flight or with less connections. If you want to save money and time is not a big issue, then you can go for more connections with more layovers. So that's variable. And then once you pull the trigger and book it, that's your flight time, right? So you can choose a 30-hour package, you could choose a 20-hour package, you could pay extra for a 10-hour. So I hear what you're saying. That's your flight time. What I'm saying is absolute flight time. It doesn't take 20 hours to get from California to Brazil.
Yeah,
depending on how you choose and manipulate your flight path.
Yeah.
But with Thailand, it's all of 20 hours plus.
Damn, I can't imagine that yet. I have to train myself for that one. But it's coming up. It's coming up. I'm there in October, so yeah, I have to train myself for that. Like, damn, 20 hours in the air,
20 hours in the air, buddy. plus whatever layovers you got. In addition, so like I was saying, that's the biggest con, and the other con would be really for most of us our demographics, right?
Yeah.
It is not the land of big booty bitches. It's not the land of thick, curvaceous women.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are there, and in abundance, But that's not even the normal average, right? So it's more. I would put it at almost 30%, 20, at least a quarter, 25 to 30%, but it's not even 50. It's less than 50%. It's not the normal average.
Right,
So,
right. They got them though. I know they got them. I've seen some good ones.
Hell yeah, they got them.
Good pick them.
They got them.
And then they got Africans over there, Persians. They got all types of Russians.
Oh yeah. Like I said before, Thailand is the world's playground. There's a lot of Americans that are not on it because of 20-hour flight, but everybody else go over there. So other women. So you have the African women, you have Russian women, you have European women. So yeah, you have other kind of women over there in addition to. So that would be another con, if that's a con. It's not the land of the Colombian big booty bitches, the Dominican big booty bitches, the Brazil. It's not the land of that. They're there, but they're not there. That's not the land. And then I guess another con would be there is a lot of lady boys.
Big thing,
unfortunately, man. But I can't say a pro to a con, but 98% they leave you alone. You don't have to worry about that. They're there. They're kind of in the background, and trust me, they're always there, right? Get used to it. They're always there in the background, but you don't have to deal with it. They don't approach us. They don't, none of that. But they are always constantly there. So it's kind of like a mental thing. And then sometimes, or many times, they get to a point you can see an attractive person, and sometimes you got to kind of look 3 times and say, is that a lady boy or a real lady? So I know, man. Oh man. That's kind of, maybe that con should be number 1, but I'll put it at number 3. I'll put it at number 3 because it's not really a real issue. It's kind of like a mental thing in the back of your head, but it's not an issue.
Yeah. But there's this one cat that's currently in Thailand. He's in Bangkok. This cat that's in one of the groups. He was actually telling me that, like in Bangkok, they are actually mixed with regular chicks, as opposed to Pattaya. They might be in the background or they might be separate. He was telling me specifically they are in the same spots as a regular chick. So that was kind of a concern. That was kind of a concern to me. But so he's basically saying they kind of like lay in wait to catch people when they're drunk, things of that nature. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, I don't know what
I believe I know who you're talking about. We shall not name. I believe I know who you're talking about and what group, because we're pretty much in the same groups. And I know one of our travel bros is right now in Thailand, in Bangkok, right now, boots on the ground. He's sharing footage in the group. So I think I know you're talking about. But that being the case, and maybe things have changed since post-pandemic. Like I went before my first time, 2019, right before the pandemic. Yeah. And as we see, unfortunately, when some of these places open back up, sometimes some things kind of change. It's not quite the same. Maybe they're a little more thirsty for money, a little more desperate for money. So now they're kind of acting out of norm. But when I was there before, there was a clear separation. Now, especially in Pattaya. In Bangkok, I don't know. So, yeah, you're talking about Bangkok. But I would still say this. For the most part, the lady boy will tell you. Before it gets to the final get down, going back to the hotel room, the lady boy will let it be known.
I don't know. Like in Bangkok, he's saying that they was catching cats slipping, but like I said, things change. Maybe they're a little more desperate, but I believe that though. Pattaya is a little different. Like everywhere is different. I know there was differences in Phuket when you was there. What was it like there as far as that? Did they have any of those ladyboy situations out there?
It's Thailand, bro.
Thailand
has ladyboys.
Yeah. Right, gotcha.
So, okay, I guess, and that may be that one person experience, and that's coming from them. I don't even know if I give a lot of credit to what that one person is saying. That's what one person is saying. But normally, generally in Thailand, period, the ladyboys well, it's not like the West where you have transgenders try to trick you and deceive you.
Mm.
Over there, they let it be known. Over there, that even in social media, when you find them on social media, it'll say lady boy, whatever. When you talk
Right,
to them,
right.
if you interact with them, they'll tell you they're a lady boy. So, and I would have to say 95, 96%, they always tell you. And then in a rare case, maybe you might get a renegade, right? You might get a renegade. You know, it's always one. You might get a renegade that don't tell you. Normally, people around would tell you.
Mm.
And definitely, when you go back to the hotel, if it's not an Airbnb, when you go back to their hotel and they got to show ID in Thailand, this is confirmed by Thailand experts. In Thailand, they cannot, by law, they cannot change their sex like you can here in America. So if they was born a man, even if they got the private part changed in full post,
Wow.
it's going to
Wow.
say man on the ID.
Wow. Okay.
That's a government law.
Wow. Good.
Even
Wow.
if they change the body part where a penis turns into a vagina, a fake vagina, that ID is going to say man. So when you go to the hotel, but a lot of guys like Airbnbs and villas. So good luck.
Hey, so there's a line of defense. So there's no excuse. That's what I'm
just lines of and I have to say it honestly, I've been there twice. On top of being there twice, of course, being in these groups, being around all these Thailand veterans, after being there twice, post-pandemic, pre-pandemic, 95, 96%, they always tell you. They don't want no problems their own self. A lot of them are very proud. They're very proud. Their country is known for that. Remember, we're talking culture. Their whole culture is different. We are coming from our Western culture and then our subculture as, you know, black hip-hop men or whatever. Over there is a different culture. They'll tell you. And then if they don't tell you, everybody else will tell you. And then if worse gonna worse, when you get to that hotel, ID. Unless you show, I was drunk, and the M looked like a W.
So that means that if you did do something, you wanted to do something because there's too many lines of defense.
Too many lines.
Way too many lines, man.
Well, you know your only excuse. Blame it on the alcohol.
Shit, right. Shit. Hey, but
so like I said, so those are the three cons to me. And somebody else might have 10 others. Long flight. It is not the land of big booty bitches, even though they are some there. Shout out to Miss Thumper. And there's a whole lot of lady boys in the background, but normally that's not a problem. But outside of those cons, it opens all up wide up, man. Everything is cheap. Everybody is friendly. The whole mood, the place is a vibe. That place can calm the savage beast. My big old mean self was walking around smiling like a big old kid.
Yeah, I see that. And there's a lot of things to do, man. I mean, there's a lot of shit to explore. There's a lot of sights to see. You know what I mean? I look forward to going there, seeing some natural shit as far as the animals, the tigers and all that. I look forward to that.
Man, it's dope, man. It is really dope. Like you said, it's a whole lot to do. Shout out to Richie Mac Zoom to Thailand. He always he pushes, which is true. There is a lot of other stuff to do other than the red light, the girls, the manga. There's literally a lot of sites. There's a lot of sites. You could really go there on some family-friendly shit. Go to temples high up in the mountains. Go to the islands, the tropical islands, all the animals. It's a whole lot of activities to do. Yeah. And the red light district stuff. So it's like the perfect place. Too bad it's so freaking far though. That's the only thing.
That would be a perfect place for for remote. Like if you're working remotely, man. I mean, I was thinking about that because if you want to get into remote work and you want to have as a digital nomad, man, that's a perfect location for that. You know what I mean?
You probably don't want to stay right in the middle of fuckery if you live there. At that point, you probably might kind of stay like a little on the outskirt and go into it. But or not. Be
Yeah,
doing your
man.
computer work right on a little small hotel right on Walking Street, and the music boom 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 boom. Boom.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, well, like with Phuket, like what do you think as Phuket as far as staying there long term? You think that's a spot that you could see yourself just being there? Because a lot of people haven't been to Phuket.
Yeah.
What you think about staying there as maybe a month or two? How you think you'll factor in that as far as that location?
Well, that's a good question. Excellent question. For one thing, Phuket is more expensive than Pattaya. Most places are more expensive than Pattaya. I don't know if it's on par with Bangkok. I would think it is because you got to remember Phuket is an island, and in most island situations, even here in the States or Hawaii, islands tend to be a little more pricey because stuff got to be shipped in or whatever. So the
Yeah,
price for everything is marked up. It's nice. So Phuket is nice. Staying there for a whole month, I don't know. And when I say prices, this is real talk. Even on the girls charge even double and triple patty
double.
out from starting, and goes up from there. I know I was out there in the streets, Bossy-Boss. So
Yeah,
dealing with that for too long I would say Phuket is the Asian Cartagena.
yeah. Nah, I can't do
So
that.
real fast. So I'm gonna put the Thailand and the Colombia. Colombia, you have Medellin, you have Bogota, Santa Fe, and you have Phuket. No, well, no. Do you have Cartagena?
Phuket is like Cartagena. No. Phuket is like the Cartagena, and Pattaya is like the Bogota or Medellin.
Yeah, Bogota, Santa Fe. Yep. And then Bangkok is like the what?
Wait, was Bangkok?
Bangkok would be the what?
That one, I wouldn't say Cartagena.
No,
Bogota,
be Medellin. Would be Medellin.
Yeah, but Bogota and Medellin, I put them in the same because, well, Santa Fe and El Centro. Let's say Santa Fe and El Centro is Phuket, and Cartagena is no. Wait, I'm getting twisted up. Wait, rewind. Okay, Phuket is Cartagena.
Phuket is Cartagena for sure.
Pattaya is Santa Fe, Bogota, and Central Medellin. There we go. Is that, did I get it right?
Pretty much central. Yeah, Pattaya would be the central part of Medellin, but mostly Santa Fe, Bogota, and then Bangkok would be Medellin, the city, the big city.
Oh, okay.
The big city of Bangkok, the city of Medellin. Now, Medellin also has that El Centro area, so that El Centro area, Medellin, would be more Pattaya.
Pattaya, right. There we go. Okay, right. I get that. So for me, I think I
wouldn't be in Cartagena for like a whole month.
Nah. Well, that answers the question right there. I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah,
definitely not.
If I won't be in Cartagena for a whole month, I definitely wouldn't be in Phuket for a whole month.
Hell no, that's we like to be very frugal and economical, and it got to make sense.
Yes, sir.
Even if I got
it don't make sense. You said what now?
I said even if I got it, I feel like I still ain't got it. I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Even the Bible say a fool and his money is soon departed. So even if you got it, I mean, you gotta be smart with your money and don't be throwing it away, wasting it when it's unnecessary. So
exactly.
And we're about to get into that. We're about to segue into that now that we got the niceties out the way. We about to turn it up another notch.
Yes, sir. That's well.
Speaking on simps. Speaking on overpayers.
Oh my God.
And then after we talk about the simps and overpayers, we're gonna talk about these simp defenders or cuck defenders. These Maginas. These men who go against travel bros, and they be on the women's side, the women that hate on us.
Yep. And they're thinking, they're doing that. I'm gonna tell you right. They're doing that in hopes of they will look good in these women's eyes, so they can possibly get cookies. But what they
Boom.
don't know, huh?
Oh no, I just said boom.
That yeah. They're hoping that they can get cookies, so they're gonna be, oh yeah. They come with all of their talking points. Oh, whoa, thinking it's gonna make them look good so that they can get cookies. But what they don't understand is that these women don't even respect them.
No.
They just use it as a platform. So
Mm-hmm.
so in the end, it's still coming up short.
Still coming up short.
You know what I'm saying? And I would even segue that into, like, I don't want to get political or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I think some of these laws that's made towards their benefit, and not trying to be a woman basher or anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But some of these laws, to me, I think I'll even go as far as saying some of these laws were made by simps. I'll even go that far with it.
Yeah, obviously. These laws, it had to be. I hear what you're saying, but that's a logical observation. These laws, because for the most part, until recently, right, until the last, 20, 30 years, most politicians and statesmen and stuff like that at that level tended to be male dominated.
And the reason I'm saying that, because about the recent legislature that they just sent, like that a woman that the baby doesn't even have to be born yet, and if she says, hey, this is the father of my unborn child, he's liable for support, and the baby hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, that's a trip. But you know what though? California is ahead of the rest of the nation. What happens in Cali happens everywhere else first. I got hit like that over 20 years ago already. They've been doing that. They've been doing that in California. Matter of fact, damn, okay. I know the exact year because for my daughter, who's 26. So I got hit like that 27 years ago. When my baby mama, my daughter's mom, was about 3 months pregnant, she started getting child support out of my check while she was pregnant. And I had never heard of that. And we're talking back in like 1996, 1995, 1996. I was a young man. I never heard of getting child support while you're pregnant. And I wasn't able to take a paternity test until after the baby was born. So then I was like, well, you got all these months of free money. So even if the test comes back and it's not mine, what about the money you already took? Now, it didn't matter because when I took the test, guess what?
It was yours.
Maury said, you are the father. So shout out to my daughter if she ever watched this. I don't think my daughter watches content. But what I'm saying is that happened 27 years ago. So y'all late. Everything happens in California first, man. California be on that stuff, man. Don't want to get political, get my channel shut down.
We go too political. That's why I said that. I said I don't want to bring that type of heat here, but I'm just
real shit. And I can say that. Maybe I need to make a clip of this and kind of tie it in like with a commercial for that, because it happened to me literally. It happened to me 27 years ago. They took child support. I was working for UPS. Yeah, I used to work for UPS, right? They took child support out of my UPS check when my baby mama was 3 or 4 months pregnant.
And that's the first time I'm hearing about that happening to anyone.
I never said it too much, right? Because I'm like, wow. But yeah, so when I saw that article, my mind went back all those years. So, hey, they got a lot of more stuff down the pike. Men, get your passport.
That's right.
Get your passport. America got a whole lot more stuff coming down the pike.
Exactly.
A whole lot of more agendas against men. The society and these laws, they not for us.
And then this is what trips me out, Big Boss. This is what really trips me out. There's all this pushback because they're pushing that movement. Hey, let's get the passport. And there's all these men that's out here that's trying to downplay that. That's trying to shame you for getting a passport and trying to shame you. Oh, you're getting a passport because you can't cut it in the States. You don't know how to move. You don't have game. You know what I'm saying? But all these shaming, this feminine, like I said, shouts out to all the ladies that's listening to the show, but not bashing you. But this show is talking about men that's cut other men down for trying to better options. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, we on our old school Kevin Samuels stuff tonight. You remember Kevin Samuels used to go hard against the men? It seemed that's a fact that a lot of people had overlooked. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace.
Did say he
used to go hard against men, and harder than he did against women. But women get a little bit of pushback. Women get a little bit of critique. But hey, it made them blow up, right? It made them blow up. You criticize or even critique a woman, she can't take it. Kevin Samuels used to go hard against men. So tonight we on our old school Kevin Samuels. This is for the men, for them suckers, for them cucks, for them simps, for them Maginas, them white knight cuck defenders. This is against y'all motherfuckers, against the men.
And the reason they like that too, because a lot of these guys don't have no options. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the travel sector, the men that's hating on the passport bros. But some of these men, they're actually out the country themselves. You know, we'll get into that later.
Man,
we'll get
that main clown that I don't want to name on my platform.
Right, I got
you. Yeah, I mean, you can name him on yours. I don't. His name should not be spoken over here. That motherfucker live out of country. What the hell?
Exactly.
You live out of country.
That's what I want to
Africa.
Like,
what the hell are we doing here? Make it make sense.
It's not computing. It's like, yo.
Hey, you know what? Motherfuckers trying to ride a wave, disingenuous, riding a wave, coming off the bones of Kevin Samuels, and that's very disingenuous. But there's no law against it, and YouTube is kind of the wild west. It's kind of like a jungle. Anything goes down there. So this person blew their channel up. They blew their channel up by disrespecting a dead man. After he passed, this person went hard against a dead man, and all the Kevin Samuels haters, which is a lot, the Kevin Samuels haters flocked to this dude. So on one hand, I guess it is a genius strategy. Whether
I'm not hating the hustle. I'm not hating. Definitely, he found an avenue, took advantage of it. Yeah, I'm not hating the hustle. I'm just saying, but as far as the talk,
and these women don't even know they being pimped. They being pimped like Jerry Jackson.
It's just a hypocrisy it's hilarious. It's like, on one hand, you are condemning men for going to Brazil you're going to go there and this is going to happen to you, and you're not, you are dealing with low bottom prostitutes and blah blah blah. But you are overseas,
your
damn self looking for these options. Make it make sense. That's what I want to know. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what people like him would say? Well, I may be overseas, but I'm not dealing with prostitutes. Oh, really? So these women less than travel, plenty ones I know, less than travel bros I know go over there, get access to your harem, and watch if they don't do something. They don't holler for $1, nigga. Shit. That mommy. And now I'm exposed to it since I've been traveling all these years now, right?
Yeah. No doubt.
I interact with chicks who have boyfriends than their husbands abroad. Definitely got sponsors abroad sending them money. And that's a lot of times they don't want to be on camera. They don't want to take a picture or nothing because they don't want to offend their boyfriend, their husband, or at least their sponsor that's sending them money. And so the person over either in Europe or in America in the States that's sending them money and all this kind of stuff think they got a good girl. Man, she out there doing her thing and turning tricks.
Exactly.
So you're literally wifing up prostitutes. You're literally cuffing prostitutes. You're sending her money because she might have a job at as a waitress, or she might be a bar girl. She might have a job somewhere. But guess what? When she get off work on the weekends, when she's off the clock, man, she's out there making money.
They call that semi-pros, because that's the term for that, semi-pros. We know a lot of them. I know a lot of them in Colombia. Like, I know.
So say that. So we have a term for that. All this shit is broken down. For them, we call those semi-pros. She's a semi-pro. She goes to school. She goes to university, maybe learning English, working on a degree, maybe. Works a little job. She has a real job, but she also on the side.
She gets the bag.
and don't want it to really be known. So you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool Bossy-Boss none of the time. So well, they're my wives. Yeah, okay, they're your wives. Let some travel bros I know go over there. Gamed up, sauced up, flossed out. American bros with game and paper, go over there, let them get access to your woman and watch what happens.
Watch what happens. Like I said, gone, bro.
Gone.
Shit.
You over there in a foreign country, your own self, talking against travel bros. And I think one of the talking points that he tried to say is which is still lame, because bottom line is none of your fucking business in the first place. But one of the things he tried to say, well, I don't have a problem with guys going over there doing that. Just don't talk about it. That's
so disingenuous. They all say it. I don't have a problem.
Who the fuck are you to tell me what I can't talk about?
Who are these motherfuckers? Can I cuss?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say who are these motherfuckers to tell a grown man what to do with their money, even if people want to go over there and do and partake in those activities. Who is one? They don't fucking come down on people that's in Vegas that's doing that. What about the people that goes to Atlantic City and do that? Atlanta, all these strip clubs, all that.
The Bunny Ranch in Vegas, Miami, Atlanta.
But they're gonna come down on a passport, bro. That's gonna go and explore his options. They're mad that they don't have them options. The haters that's in the country that don't have a passport, they're mad that when we showcase some of our female companions that we meet in these places, they get mad like, oh nigga, you paying for her. So the girl that you're trying to link up with on Tinder, you're not gonna pay for her to take her out if you get a chance. You're gonna pay more money.
You're gonna pay more money and not get nothing. You're gonna pay $200 for a peck on the cheek and one of these hugs. Not even a hug where body to body. You're gonna get one of these hugs. You're gonna get a COVID social distance hug. Pat on the back, a kiss on the cheek. You didn't spend $200.
It's been nice. It was a nice dinner. I'll see you later. Then she's gonna call her real dude to smash up.
She's gonna call the real Pookie and Ray Ray. He gonna come smash for free. You can't make this up. Like I say, it don't work on Bossy-Boss. One, I'm too old. It helped. This is a benefit for being old. Being a 50-year-old man, I've seen a lot of life. I've been around since 1971. Shout out to Tupac. Tupac was born my same year. Tupac will be alive like Bossy-Boss. 50 years old, and 50 don't crack. I seen a lot of life. You can't fool everybody, motherfucker. So I'm in the street. I still holler. I pop and holler and get phone numbers. I get phone numbers all the time in the States. And once you get the phone numbers, I mostly text. I'm not a talky dude. It's Texalini. When you gonna take me out on a date? Don't let me try to get it like to come straight through right on the Netflix shit. Nah, we gotta go on a date first. If you trying to skip the date, I literally had one chick while back, disclaimer, while back. I'm not gonna say a time frame and tell on myself, but literally say, well, you trying to invite me over to the house, to the crib right away without a date. If you trying to do that, you must be trying to pay top dollar. I'm like, wow. Why would your mind go there? So you are saying you are a semi-pro. You saying that. So because if I'm trying to relate to you on a man, I was about to say man to man. Paul, a man to woman level, a human being level, right? An adult level. and
we
this
can't share
invites you
about
over.
that.
And who says you have to have sex? And I'm like, who says it, right? If I invite you over for Netflix, now, yeah, you know what I want to do, but if I invite you over, she said, well, if you're trying to invite me over for Netflix and chill without a date, that means you trying to pay top dollar.
Top dollar, right? What does that tell you right there? She said, she straight told you like, hey, what you working with? What are you trying to spend?
I am tempted to put the text on the screen if I can block the name. You don't think I'm lying? She literally texted that.
So I wanna segue that into what these guys are talking about. So look, they're trying to shame us talking about pros, and we're dealing with pros, but damn near every woman that you hit up on Instagram, like what you just saying, like you just texting regular text to try to get to know this person.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, let's see it. Oh shit.
Okay. I'm not showing no name. Okay, here we go.
Let me bring the camera a little close.
I slipped up. Is this a first name anyway? Is this a first name?
All right. I can't even.
I'm not into that shit. If that
keep your hand on the screen.
Uh-oh.
Keep your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can barely read it because it's so small. But
I'm gonna read it out. Yeah, I'm not into that shit. If that's the case, and we gonna skip going to eat, you must finna pay top dollars.
Wow.
Really? LOL. Yes. Ain't nothing in this world free but air, not ass. Wow.
Up, bro. Straight up. So to you cats out there that's talking about, like cat, all these girls are for sale. What do you think on Instagram where these chicks be talking about booking? What does that mean?
And for reference, this was a regular, normal, least looking chick, right? You never know. Like, obviously, deep down in their mind, regular, nice looking woman with a nice car, had herself together, a regular looking woman with that kind of mindset that would text that.
She letting you know right away. It's for sale, bro. This shit is for sale. She's like, you trying to skip Netflix? You trying to skip the normalities of the dinner, of you spending $200-300 on a nice dinner? She's like, fuck it, just go ahead. Let's just get down to the root of the matter. What are you working with? How much money you talking? That's basically what she's telling you.
Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what she's saying. So that's what it has turned into here in America. Now, yeah, this is someone can say, well, that's one person. But in all honesty, if we're being honest, many, many women in the States think like this. I'm not going to go through my phone and show 30 different examples, and I probably can show at least about maybe right now about 8 or 9. I'm not going to show. We know from experience, those of being honest, that's the mind frame of many women here in the States.
And then the thing with the Simps too, a lot of them start off like that, like, "Hey, I'll pay your rent." So she is expecting that from you. She like, okay, well, you don't want to. You're not the normal dude. You're not trying to go to the normalcy. So you're trying to trick. She automatically put you in a trick bag. Like, okay, right. Well, how much money are you trying to spend? You want to do Netflix and chill? She know what you want, so she just had to let you know that, hey, I'm for sale. And not to say that she's the average, but she more than likely, like you just said, there's a lot of them think like that.
That's like I would say average. I would say average. I would say above average, but I will put the asterisk and say not all. I will say not all. But as far as average, that's at least average. That's at least standard, at least. If not a little above. That's what kind of time a lot of these chicks is on. So, but you know what? On one hand, we as men, real men know in real life reality, one shape, form, another, you are going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it, whether directly or indirectly. Anybody who say not, that's cap, and they being disingenuous.
Exactly. These same women that was talking, that same guys that kept coming with that narrative. Oh, you're paying. Ask any of those same women that was on that panel. So you mean to tell me I can just meet up with you, take you to my house, and smash without spending any money. Is that what these women are saying?
And for the most part, no. Exactly. They're disingenuous. So, but you know what? Kevin Samuels taught us or showed us that these women over here, they want money. What's the main thing they say? The man has to have what? He has to have this, that, the third.
The triple sixes, 6-pack, 6-figure, 6 foot.
Exactly. So
you know,
you want to call them women prostitutes, but your ass prostituting. You ain't gonna get with a man for free. You ain't gonna give it up for free.
You know what it is? Bro? They just mad that we taking the money elsewhere. That's all it is.
Hello, say that.
They're mad we're taking the money elsewhere. Instead of
now that makes sense because it's the same shit. It's the same shit. So why is you mad? Oh, because I'm not spending with you.
Yeah.
I'm not spending it with you. Oh, now I see why you mad.
So that's why they say, those poor girls. They say, that's why they always downplay those ladies. Even though they know they can't even match with them. Like if these same women that go back to these countries, like the same woman that's shaming you, take her to Brazil, she's a 2, she's a 3. She can't compete. So they see these pookies or not pookies, but these niggas is going overseas and they showcasing these baddies. They know they can't compete. So what is their weapon? They have to shame you. They have to belittle the females. Oh, they don't have no running water. They have all these narratives. They don't have no running water. You're dealing with these poor women and blah blah blah.
They don't have running water. They ain't got shoes. They got dirty feet. I mean, what the hell? Most of us see, but you know what? This is ignorance from people who ain't ever been nowhere. We in tourist areas. Hello, most of us ain't going in no fucking hoods. Now in these countries. If we were to go off into the boonies and the hills and the byways, can we run into that? Maybe.
Yes.
If you got a backpack on and you got a canteen of water and you pay some local guy to drive you miles into the interior, you might see that. Nigga, if we staying in a built-up touristy area with 5-star or 4-star hotels, nice restaurants, nightclubs, well-lit area, a lot of tourist police to keep us safe, you don't see that in that area. So even to say that is not logical, but that's just a talking point for them to talk some bullshit. You're not going to see that in a tourist-ass area.
Exactly. But you got to keep in mind, Big Boss, these people haven't even left the country.
They ain't been nowhere.
They just sit down projecting. They're just projecting. They're looking at different movies or documentaries, and they're just projecting.
The city of God.
Look at the city of God. Oh yeah, you're going over here and they ain't got no running water. They ain't doing that. You ask these people. So hey, have you ever been to Brazil? Have you ever been to Rio? Have you ever seen Copacabana? Have you ever seen how? And Brazil is a second class country, bro.
Yeah,
bro. When I was in Sao Paulo, I seen a Bugatti, bro.
Shit, I mean, even DR, and we can say DR is a third world country. In the capital of DR, Santo Domingo,
yeah,
they got Lambos and all the shit. So
the same shit.
Right.
That's the ignorance, man. They've never left these. They feel like the whole country is just one big favela.
One country is one big favela, one big hood, 10 shacks through the whole damn country. Hell no. And travel bros being used to American comforts and we on vacations from our jobs and we trying to have fun, we going to fly into some shit like that. Hell no. We going to Airbnbs, we going to 5-star hotels or 4-star, 3.5 for balls for some cheap. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to run into that bullshit.
Bro, like 5-star restaurant. I remember that I took a date out the last time I was in Medi. To this Italian restaurant in Medi. Man, this 5-star restaurant, right? I mean, the same, like the stuff that we had in this restaurant, you would spend probably about $1,000 right here in LA for that same meal. Guess how much I spent, man? $45. $45.
Wow.
For both of us my date. When we had everything. Wine,
that's a lot of money there. That $45, $50 there is easily 200, 300 bucks you would spend here.
Exactly. So everything, the
that's luxury. That's luxury prices over there.
Exactly. Cost of living is way cheaper. Like
everything is there. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
it makes sense. Like I said before in other streams, because I talk about this topic a lot. Companies do it. Real ass companies do it. They are quick to shut down, and this is kind of scandalous, but they would shut down a whole ass plant to move the shit overseas so they can pay their employees cheaper. And probably they ain't got to give them health benefits and pay all kind of taxes. So companies even do it. But why, when a black man that looks out for himself to bring his bottom line, down a little bit, it's a big problem. Yeah. You don't shame these companies that do it.
Great point. Great fucking point, bro. Great point. Everybody does it. People been doing this. Travel thing is not new. It's nothing new under the sun. People have been doing this for decades, but it was never shamed. But it's only shamed since we started doing it. Now all eyes are on us. Oh, because we figured out the hack. But everybody else has been doing it for years.
White boys been on this. European white boys really been on this. Now, only thing I will say, because this is Big Boss Real Talk, right? One thing I will say, a critique against us or honesty, transparency on us. Black folks do have a problem or issue with just bragging, flexing, flossing, letting it all out there. For the large part, the white boys been doing it, but they haven't been doing it on a level like we do it, like let it be known. So I will say that. I will say that.
Ever since the cat got let out of the bag with the social media, you know what I'm saying, it's a wrap. Now everyone, this thing of ours, now it's everyone, that's what I've said. It's out there now.
You said that on your last video. You want to expound on that?
What's that?
No, you were saying on your last video, this thing of ours that's let out.
Yeah, basically I was saying like a couple of years ago, like few people knew about this thing, right? Like there was brothers that was doing it, yeah. But I'm saying because of social media, what happened? It attracted some of the wrong people that normally would be overspenders over here, and the ones that be blowing up in the club, you know what I'm saying. So they take that same culture and take it overseas. But the thing is, my whole thing is, hey, nothing wrong with having fun, but you just gotta know where you at and how to act accordingly to where you at. So why the prices are blowing up is like you're taking that same strip club culture, bringing it over there, and now it's like instead of, you know what I'm saying, you're making it rougher on other people that don't want to do what you're doing. Not everyone is going to go down there for the whole weekend, and just blow a bag. Some people want to go down there and just be cool and stuff. So that's the only thing I hate. That's the only thing I detest about this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing, I will say this too. It's a true statement that blacks, we have it bad with flexing and flossing and bragging and showing everything, receipts. Oh, look at me type deal. But I also that is a true statement. Okay. But I also would say, I would add to that, when the white boys were doing it and the Europeans were doing it, like from the 70s and 80s, probably even before that, the internet and social media wasn't like it was. So it's almost unfortunate. It's like a perfect storm. The brother started doing it around the time we really get good social media. So, but because now we have the media. The white boys were doing it, they didn't have social media like that.
Yeah, I call it social media is a gift and a curse, because you get a lot of information on social media, right? But then the curse is that the negative aspect of it, of the wrong people finding out, of the instead of, it's supposed to help certain people, the wrong people found out and they go over there and fuck stuff up. That's what, and in turn, that's leading to, like, I can speak for Medellin. That's why the robberies and the druggings have increased. Because that culture is like, oh, what, these people have money to throw away like that? What, you go in the club? I just posted a video the other day. They seen this guy just making it rain in Medellin. Medellin is the wrong place to be doing that at. Like,
Right.
Medellin, like really, like. So that's why them Jack boys come out there like, oh, okay, these foreigners have money like that. Okay, that's why. Shouts out to my man Razor Ray. He just posted,
Razor Ray.
say he just posted something about this
Today.
some travelers just got robbed from the airport because they had jewelry. You don't go there. People not doing their research. That's not the place to be flexing and flossing. Going there with jewels and showing you, oh, that I got it. No, man, you gotta.
But you say all that, but you going there next week.
Yeah, but
you going there next week. They gonna get you.
Yeah, they ain't getting me because I be flexing, bro.
Because I know how to move. Kenny Kid know how to move, nigga.
Hey, you ain't gonna see me with no jewels. You ain't gonna see me like, hey, hell no.
You ain't gonna be making it rain, man.
Hell no.
The pesos rain, man. Make the pesos.
Nah.
Oh, this is DR.
I'll make it rain in the States. I'll make it rain in the States, but nah, man. Nah.
This DR. Where my money at? Where my money? Oh, bot. I got bot around here. Where my bot? Oh yeah, this is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I make it rain. Normally I have more than money around, but yeah, Bossy-Boss, international traveler. You ain't gonna make it rain, man.
Oh man. Hey, did you see anybody making it rain in Thailand?
I fucking did one time. Almost lost my freaking mind. I did, but it was a Thai chick.
Oh, okay.
It was a Thai chick throwing her bot up in the air.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's different.
Yeah. You know me, man. Boss got triggered because on the stage, it was a white boy up there, and it was like an Arab looking dude up there, and I'm looking at them, but they dancing. There's nothing in their hand, and then I scan, and then I see this Thai chick. She had like the last of her money she threw, and then she started doing it, and then money was falling around it. I was with Miss Thumper. Man, Miss Thumper jumped on all four. She started grabbing up the money. I remember one of the bills landed like on my forearm or something like that. I'm like, I was like, what? I looked and like it floated through. It landed on my forearm. I look around, I see money falling down. So I look on the stage. We right by the stage. We was in this club called Mist. It's a newer club that opened up since I've been there from last time, and it was kind of lit. It's called Mist. MYST. I'm gonna take you there.
All right.
Same time. And it was kind of lit. We got a good table right up under the stage, and it was a bunch of people. The stage is like it's only raised just a little bit, so regular people can just get on there and dance and vibe out. So you had about maybe a dozen, 15, 20 people on the stage, and I saw a white boy and I saw an Arab dude. They were like the only two dudes, and everybody else was all females on the stage. And I'm looking at them heavy, right? But their hands were empty. They was just kind of vibing. I see the little Asian chick. She just threw her last little bot. I was like, wow. Like you said, it's kind of different.
Yeah. That's,
I'll say this. Who taught her to do that? Where did she learn that?
Not me, but I'm saying our peoples.
Our peoples.
Yep. But hey, it is. But like I say, it is what it is. You can't change it. It is what it is.
You said what you say? The cat's out the bag.
It's out the bag, man. That it's out there, man. I mean, I never thought I would see somebody doing that in Medellin, but all the years I've been going, I'm like, oh shit! They even had local. Sometimes you see locals trying to do shit like that. I seen this one. Wow. Yeah, I seen this one.
I said it before. American culture, good and bad, mostly bad, maybe good. It's toxic. Good or bad, everybody kind of want to copy and be like America. Specifically, they want to copy and be like Black hip hop culture. Hip hop culture is running the world, on the culture level.
Yeah.
And so good and bad, negatives and positives, everybody want to copy us. But some shit you shouldn't copy.
Like that. That one, I don't know about that one, but yeah, for real. I never thought I'd see that happen like that.
Now you see locals doing it, copying off us with bringing that negative, that matrix mentality. We're trying to escape the matrix, man. We are escaping the matrix.
That's the point.
We're not trying to create a mini matrix.
That's why I be saying, like, why you're leaving the matrix and taking the matrix mentality with you? You're supposed to leave the matrix to experience a different mentality, a different culture, a different vibe. but that's why, like, I used to get on a little cat's head about it. Like, man, you're supposed to leave the matrix and go to this other place and enjoy what they gotta offer, and you get cents on the dollar. That's why I started traveling. I don't know what other motherfuckers do, but I know for me, I like getting cents on the dollar. Like you say, the bottom line, you know. To me,
Yeah.
it's like an oxymoron. Like, why would you take, like, the thing with Cartagena? Like, that's why I haven't really been going out there.
They blew that up. They blew that up.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, there was something posted.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man. With Cartagena chick on WhatsApp groups was posting a price listing, a mango price listing. And bro, I cannot believe. I'm like, yo, they're talking about, for the people that want to do that, they're talking about they want 150 USD for an hour.
Man,
they want,
you know what? I wish if you'd have put that on my mind frame, I would have found it and cropped it. I would have displayed it right here. That would a good idea. But you can verbally say it. But yeah, it was crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, like from what my recollection, they was asked for what the mangoes want to sell themselves for. They was like they wanted 150 for an hour. I believe they said for 3 hours they want $400. And I'm like, man, and they're saying
USD, American dollar. I don't make that on my. I don't make that at work.
Bro, the average.
You trying to make more than an American working citizen for an 8-hour shift?
And what cats don't realize, the average working Colombian don't even get 400 USD a month.
Come on, say that. They don't make $100 a week.
They make
under 100 a week. Just under
400
a
hours.
month.
Working 8 hours
a month, but they want that in.
It's mind blowing. I know. It's mind blowing. Like that's how bad.
What I said. It's not even connected. Okay, one thing it is what it is, right? For the pros here in the States, shout out to the pros in the States, I guess, because America cost of living is super high, especially depending on what coast, what city you live in. So even when the American pro or semi-pro charge X, Y, and Z,
right?
It's too much, but you can understand it because we know what the bills are, especially if that's their main source of income. We know how much rent is and bills, stuff like that. Over there, it resets. Chica, your rent is not like a Bay Area rent. It's like a California rent. You don't have American type bills. You don't have Comcast bills and internet bills like an American citizen, insurance, stuff like that. Why are you charging so much money? And on your regular job, you make $400 a month or less.
I trip off this. Listen to this. I have a friend that's
it's not even connected. It's not even connected to their bills. It's just an ideal because you are an American. Because you are an American, it's connected to an ideal. You don't even need that kind of money.
Exactly. You and DR Club. Trip off this. I have a friend that's a nurse over there in Medellin. Mm-hmm. And I ask her how much. She's a real nurse, like a real RN. Nurse. Right, straight up nurse, doing all the RN duties. I asked her, hey, how much do you make? I just wanted to get an idea. She told me she makes 175 mil a day. And she's like an educated RN. You know how much 175 mil is? That's less than $60, bro.
Yeah. Because 300 mil is close. It's about 100. I know, like 80. But so this say
it's a little higher now.
300 mil is if 300 mil is 100, 150 mil is 50. She makes 175. That's about $60.
Now the rate now it's $1 to 4,400 pesos. So like 175, you're looking. That's about like $45 now with the current rate. It's about 45.
Current rate. Yeah, but that rate goes up and down. So in my mind, I try to keep everything normal. I still think of it as 300 mil, $100. I know sometimes it's 89, sometimes it's 91. I know that, but 300 mil, $100. Because you got to kind of keep something in mind too. When we overseas, some of this money is like monopoly money, right? It's green, it's blue, it's yellow, it's orange. And you kind of, you get the busy, you out there doing what you do. The money kind of go quick because you kind of thinking of like monopoly money because your green dollars, you exchange your green dollars for this monopoly money. So
right.
It's good to have a reference of a mind frame, just a general mind frame, what you spending, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Gotcha.
and if your mind, if it's a little higher, that's better because you would think it's higher, you spend less. So if I think 300 mil is $100, then I'm gonna act like 300 mil is $100, even if it's like $89 or $87. So that's why I say, for confusion's sake, 300 mil average is about 100 US for 300 mil. 150 is about 50 US. It might be 45, 46, 48, and then next week is 52. So I don't get off into all that. I know some people do, but for me, I just keep things real. So yeah. So if she makes 175, like you say, but you say under the currently right now today, that would be like $45.
Yeah, like 175. Yeah, that's about like about 40, like 43. Wait, I ain't got my thing on me, but yeah, like around there. I'll just for that purpose. Yeah, let's just say about 40 something bucks.
Okay.
Let's just say 40. That's what I'm saying, and that's a level there. So you gotta think. If
most chicks are not an educated RN, so they're gonna make less than that.
Right.
That's what a registered nurse makes. A registered nurse makes 175 mil a day. So what does a bar girl make? What does a waitress make?
The last time I spoke to someone, they told me the average person working a regular job is making like about 50 mil a day. 50 mil peso.
Right. That sounds about right.
50 mil. So you mean to tell me now, since with the influx of all the overspenders and the money throwers, it brought that inflation up. Now they're asking for American prices. They're asking for 100.
And they're asking for American prices in American currency. They're not even saying peso anymore.
So that's the effect that these guys had. That's the effect they had, my bro. That's the whole point. That's why I be going at these cats. Like, look at what you guys are doing. Like, bro. Like, bro.
I always say, this is what I say. Controversial or not, but I don't give a fuck. Big Boss Real Talk. Overspenders, overpayers are not travel bros. They are travel foes.
I agree 100%.
F-O-E-S, foes. Overspenders, overpayers are not travel bros. Overspenders are travel foes. And I go against overpayers and overspenders. That's why I don't care. That's why I don't care for, I'm going to say it. Well, again, they not bros, but for the purpose, some so-called travel bros in some of these groups, I'm against them. But I don't want to start a lot of mess in these groups, so I'll be quiet. I did that. I used to do that back in the day. And you probably know that. Back when I first got into these travel groups, man. But now, old boss, mature boss, learn to let people rock out, let people live their life. I don't want to be a hypocrite, right?
I done that too. You know, no matter what, because I've been saying this for listen.
If you're doing that, you're not a travel bro.
I've been saying this for years. Like I've been trying to tell people about, hey, you don't have to spend as much as you spend. You don't have to. You don't have to go overspend. But the pushback I always get is, why are you pocket watching? Why are you pocket watching? You know, at the end of the day, you're not going to stop another man from spending what he want to spend.
That is true. You're not.
I can talk this shit until my face stood darker, and they still wouldn't listen. So I'm like, okay, well, yo, you want to overspend? Hey, you stay in your lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I know I'm not gonna do the same girl that you're giving $100 an hour to. She's coming over, and I'm handling my business for what I want to spend. Man. That's what I would put it like that,
and probably get better service because she respect me. Because she respect me. So I probably get better service for cheaper.
Exacto, like they say.
You're right. Unfortunately, you're right. You're not gonna stop a grown man. So you know, it's funny how this comes back full circle. Everything is everything. Nobody in no kind of way is going to stop anybody from anything. We all grown. Exactly. Only people gonna stop somebody is police, agencies, FBI, people with badges and guns and jail cells. Outside of that, you're not stopping no grown man or grown woman. You're not stopping hell, you ain't stopping kids nowadays. So people are gonna do what they do. But we don't have to participate. We don't have to acknowledge it. We don't have to accept it. We can shun them. Okay, you stay over there, I stay over here. I can't control the next man's spending. I know that. I can't control an overspender or overpayer, a simp. I can't control it, but I'm not going to condone it. And I'm not even going to really associate with you.
The only thing I can do is let them know, hey, there's another alternative. You don't have to do that. But hey, if you want to keep on, like you said, the Bible said what? A fool and his money is departed. Hey, man, part your money. While you doing that, I'll be over here. I'll be enjoying the culture, the local foods, and the local cookies at the local prices. That's all I'm over.
Or at least close to the local prices as possible. Because let's be honest, like I say, this is real talk. Most of us, we ain't going to get the local price. I mean,
that's why I stand corrected on that. Like you that back close to the local prices as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Close to the local prices. But some of these places, the girls, they just recalculating in their mind, and they are coming at us like they are on the Las Vegas Strip. They're coming at us like they are in South Beach, Miami. They're coming at us like they in ATL or where you at, Hollywood, California. I'm like, wow, wait a minute. I thought I got off the plane. I flew all these hours. I went through a time warp through Twilight Zone. I got on a plane in the Matrix, and I got off in the Matrix.
And I'm here to say,
I thought I'm in another country.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Exactly.
I thought I'm in another country. I leave the Matrix to fly into the Matrix for you to hit me with $150?
Hey, recently, you know what? Check this out. Like recently, girls that I used to kick it with, like back in the day, like when they know that I'm in the town and they reach out to me, you know, the ones that I decided I want to spend time with it, and I say, hey, so what you talking about? And they start quoting me their new numbers. I'm like, hell no, I ain't giving you that. Back in the day when I had, I was doing this. I'm like, well, that was back in the Pasado. They said Pasado. That's in the past. This is the new time.
Hold on.
I've heard that.
So hold on. I'm gonna make you big, Kenny Ken. I gotta hear that again. So you know, for my brain, my slow brain, you go over there to your honey spot, Colombia, Medellin, and you hit up your links, or your links hit you that you've been dealing with, that you used to been dealing with. So these are not brand new chicks. These are chicks that you got a relationship that you've been with before. You rock with them already. So when you're back in town, you hit them back up to see what's going on, and they hit you with the new math. What they be saying?
Like a couple of actually two of them said when they hit me with some new numbers. I'm like, they're like, no, I'm not doing that. I've been with you before. What are you talking about? It's like, oh, they said that's pasado, meaning past. This is a new time now. These are my new numbers. I'm like, okay, well, hey. I say no gracias, thank you, señorita. I gotta go. I can't do no puedo. I can't do it. I refuse to spend more for something I spent less in the past. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's some of the effects with the new money. But it's all good. Like I said, I stay in my lane. I'm gonna do me, and I put overspenders and Simps. Like this show is about Simps and white knights, right?
Yeah, this show is about Simps, white knights, cucks, Maginas, male defenders of female fuckery, males that go against passport bros, and overpayers and big spenders. Right, they're in the same category. They overspenders. Yeah. I'll even go as far as saying overspenders are Simps, straight up Simps. Oh, absolutely. They are literally Simps.
They are Simps. Yep.
They are textbook Simps. Overpayers are literally Simps. You're paying something that's not even a real price. That's not even regular. That's not even a real price. You're paying over and beyond the price. But by doing that, you're fucking up the game. You're down there making new prices. Because if you do that, if enough guys all overpay, then guess what? that becomes the new price.
The new norm, exactly.
More or less. And always pretty much can certain situations you a sharp, savvy individual work a twist and kind of get it back down? Yes, in most cases. But that's a whole lot of extra work I shouldn't have to do. You just made my job. You just made my job 10 times harder.
That's what I'm saying.
You made my job 10 times harder. Now I got to pull all the tricks out the book because Big Boss got boss sauce, and yes, I do have game. Even though I can't speak the language all the way, so you're really making it hard to translate it. Now I got to pull all the magic tricks to get it back down to normal.
To normal, yeah.
Fucked it up.
Hey, but even not only are we saying that, like, what about the people that live there? The people that live there that are expats that deal with these girls.
Oh, we killing it for them.
Yeah, that's what
I'm. Not we. The
I'm speaking for them. I'm not speaking for them because I have a lot of expat friends in some of the places I go, and you could imagine some of the stuff they tell me about. Man, these girls that would come through and hang out all day for this. All of a sudden now, because of the influx of overspenders and newbies that not doing research, they just they're blowing up the numbers. So these girls are like, oh well, this guy over here, he wants to give me USD $100. Like, well, let him do that. I'm not doing that. Right. And I have friends that that tell that try to come at me like that. Some of them I told them, no, I'm not doing that. And some of them like, okay, well, we have a bond, so I'll give you the normal thing that I do with you. But they're gonna go to the other spots and get the big numbers from the other cats that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, to make it harder.
This is the real pandemic to me. Overspending, overpaying is the real pandemic.
And your overpayers trying to make it hard for us. But you know what? It's nothing to a king, bro. Because we are still doing it.
Nothing to a king.
Still doing it, bro.
To a king and a boss. It's nothing to a king and a boss. Yeah, they are making it harder though. They're making it harder, man. But you know what? Speak on that though. That's another aspect that I hear about it in the groups, but these overpayers are making it hard for the expat bros who live there. It's one thing you mess it up for other travel bros who go there on vacation, 4 or 5 day vacation, 7, 10 day, 2 week. We might stay 2 or 3 weeks. You're making it harder for us. But what about the guys who live there? Many of them, they're doing okay, but still they're not unlimited millionaires. They still have like a set budget because they live there. So they have a set budget. They have a fixed income. They're integrated into the society. They're doing their thing. They're collecting their pension, their military pension or their job pension. Some of them still maybe work online, digital nomad. These guys live there and they're integrated and they're paying a lower price to live there. They have a cool situation with some of the local chicks that live there. But some travel bros, overspenders, blowing up the market. You're messing it up for the expats. That's not fair to them.
As far as Medi, I can speak as far as Medi. It's so vast. It's like it's not the place where the overspenders tend to congregate is just one area. They tend to stay in the Parque areas, Poblado areas. So the locals already know they focus on that area where they really want to get money. But the thing about Medi is so vast. There's other areas. There's areas like the Central, Itagüí, Santa Fe, Aranguez, all over. So it's never going to be a non-supply of girls. It's unlimited supply of girls. So you still like go there. I still going to get the prices that I want. You know what I'm saying? If I go in those areas, the areas that I just mentioned, the Parque areas and areas like that, the hot spots, of course I'm going to have to pay more because of the market. But it shouldn't be that. Yeah, but for me, it doesn't affect me because I've been there so long that I learned where to go and how to move. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes, and you think that go double for expats, but
the same for them.
Yeah, to a point. But now I would also say that maybe like the expats probably shouldn't live in if you're gonna expat there, maybe you shouldn't quite live in a tourist area. If you're gonna expat, kind of go to like, and y'all don't know if you want to go like full rural area, right? because you still
Right.
want some good Wi-Fi, some electricity. But if you're gonna expat, maybe you shouldn't expat right in the middle of the tourist area. But yeah, it still fucks the game. It fucks up the ecosystem. Overspenders and overpayers, they fuck up the market, almost like stock market, right? Stock market, investing, crypto, kind of similar. Injecting capital and raising the price and then crashing. Overpayers fuck up the market.
The pricings, and also, you know what they're doing? And they're actually creating entitlement, I would say. They're creating entitlement.
They're creating it. They're manufacturing it out of nothing, out of thin air. All of a sudden, over the course of a 6 months or a year, now these women develop a certain entitlement. They think they should have the newest iPhone. They think they should have this. They entitled to it. They expect it now.
Exactly. And because with the internet, you know, like they always request some money. Ever since we've been in the game, you always have girls that will, can you send me money because of my cow
Shout out to Dominican Republic. Oh man.
But now I've seen a lot of more of that in Colombia. Like
I'm in a hospital.
The hospitals, they like to use the hospital. I just got a request money 2 days ago.
Oh my goodness.
My mom needs this emergency surgery.
The fake IVs that really would be like the AirPod, like
man. And you have girls that's trying to say, can you buy my pictures, or can you buy my video? You get a lot of those lately. I know you Colombia guys know that. You got a lot of girls that be like, okay, I'm selling content. I'm like,
oh shit. Say it ain't so, Kenny Ken. What happened, man?
These overpayers, man. These overpayers. These Simps, man. They're messing up. They're trying to mess up our paradise, man.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy?
What up?
It's starting to be, not yet, even in Thailand. Especially during the pandemic. Especially when they were shut down. Okay. In Bangkok, a lot, even patio, especially Bangkok, you know, the bars, the girly bars, where they sell drinks and stuff, they had it to where guys with
the virtual okay, yeah.
drinks.
I heard about that. Yeah, they create. I heard that, and I think Philippines as well, right? I believe.
I think so. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Virtual drinks. Oh,
hey, but that's what I want to ask you. So because you just came back from town. Okay. So what difference did you know? Did you notice any type of like entitlement type of situations when you was out there? Like, because I know you've been there before, right? But like when you went there the last time, did you notice like any type of shift in attitude as far as the mangoes out there?
Good question. Big boss, real talk. How much time you got? How much time you got? So the biggest thing I noticed, the biggest jump was the girls in the clubs, the 808 and Flex, the girls who go to the nightclubs, especially the black clubs, the hip hop clubs, the girls you hook up with that you might pay a small fee to maybe for companionship. The price doubled. The price doubled.
Wow.
Now, thank God it was a low price to begin with. So even the double price is not very big. So it went from $30 to $60, 1,000 baht. So short time is 1,000 baht. 1,000 baht is $30.
Right.
But it went from 1,000 to 2,000. So it went from 30 to 60.
Wow, short time.
Short time. Now, for the most part, especially in the black hip hop club, girls who in the brothers, they're not really trying to beat us over the head. A lot of them would take 1.5. They meet you in the middle. So instead of from 1,000 to 2,000, instead of 2,000, they'll come back down to 15. Bossy-Boss was still able to get a whole lot of thousands.
Oh, that's not bad. That's bad.
Yeah, but even normally, they will come down from the 2,000 to the 15. So from the 60 to 45. But it used to be 30, from 30 to 60, but now a lot of them take the 45. And you still can get the 30 sometimes. You still can get the 1,000 baht, especially with the chicks that like you. Like, so it's one thing, right? Everything is a vibe. Human beings, it's still a vibe. If they like you, all bets are off. Sometimes you can still get it free. You can still get it free sometimes.
That's right. So if they let you in the door for 15, and if they like you, possibly you probably could get it for free.
Right.
And
then another thing too, for the 15 or the 1,000 or the 2, especially the 2, whatever. And this is the Asian culture. This is what's so dope. Whatever the entry price in for the short time, it 75-80% it turns into long time. It pretty much more than half. It usually turns into long time when you deal with Asian culture.
Wow.
But they do have that backdoor contract, right? It is if they say short time, that's if they're not feeling you. So if they're not feeling you, they will fulfill the short time and they're gone. So because that's what they said. They said short time. So if they're not feeling you, you're still gonna get what you get. If they're not feeling you, you get your short time, but that's it. But if they feeling you, that short time go out the window.
Oh, nice.
Now you got 2 longer time, and now you're gonna give them more money to leave you the hell alone. So I love that. That's dope.
Yeah, I like that. Shouts out to my boy Tylen Jason, man. He put me up on a lot.
He killing it. Yeah.
He killing it out there, man.
For his YouTube is Players and Patia. Go subscribe to Players and Patia. Jason in Thailand. He's a young veteran. He lives in Thailand. He lives in Pattaya. He recently started a YouTube channel, and his YouTube is Players and Patia. Players and Patia. And he's killing it.
Yeah, man. That's my guy right there. Man, so I'm supposed to come through. Are you supposed to show me around and stuff, man? I can't wait, bro.
You're going to be set. Man, only thing, and I'm shouting out his channel, man. When I was there, I did not hook up with him one time. Now, some of that is my fault because I got caught up with Miss Thumper, but some of that was his fault. But shout out to my guy Jay, Players and Patia. This time around, when I go back and we're going to be there at the same time, we definitely got to link up with Jason, Players and Patia.
Yeah, and the new clubs, they have so much new clubs that I've never heard about. Toy Box and what's the other one?
Toy Box, yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to check that one out? Toy Box?
Yeah, shout out to Toy Box, man. I feel a way. The owner or manager, even though he told me he was the owner, but you know, somebody in our group said he's not the owner, he's just a manager. But he told me he was the owner. He quoted me a wrong price, and I didn't like that. He tried to get over on me. But you know what? I'm gonna let that one go because the girl was so cool. I damn near would have gave her that as a tip anyway because it was A1. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that. But I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up because I'm not fake. But shout out to Toy Box. Toy Box is still dope. Toy Box on Soy 6 on that strip of Soy 6. There's a lot of girly bars. There's like a ton of girly bars. And Toy Box is one of the number ones. There's a few other number ones, but one of the number one girly bars is Toy Box. And I had a dope time. But the owner / manager tried to play me though, quoted me a higher price than what is real. And I didn't find out till later. I said, wow, he played me.
I remember you were saying, I think you were saying in the thread that you should never ask them about the room or whatever. I think you said you asked about the room, and then that's what. It opened the door. It opened the door.
You shouldn't ask about nothing.
Play you like that.
Ask about nothing. I asked one question. I didn't even ask the price. I didn't ask no price. I'm smart enough to know not to ask for a price. I asked about a facility, and when I asked about a facility, he volunteered the price for the room. Then he volunteered the price for the girl. Come to find out, he upcharged the price for the girl, and that wasn't the price. And I never asked about the price. But somebody in the group said, well, you shouldn't have asked no question. Once you ask one question, you seem like a newbie who don't know nothing, so he threw that on you.
Yeah.
And he said he's the owner, and I'm thinking that's the price. Why? So you asked earlier, too, differences from the first trip to this prison entitlement. So it was the second part to that. The first part was the club girls you meet in the club, especially the hip hop clubs, 808 and Flex. the cool club girls that's in the black guys, the hip hop club girls that used to be 1,000, now they ask 2,000, but they'll take 15. Also in Pattaya on Beach Road, literally by the beach, that's why it's called Beach Road. And by the beach, there's coconut trees. There's a bunch of women that stand under the coconut trees. They don't be in clubs and bars. They be outside by the beach under the coconut trees. And we kind of call those, we nickname them coconut girls. And the coconut girls normally are a little cheaper than what's going to be in a club. Right. Previously, historically, they can go for as little as 300 baht, but normally average is about 500 baht. But they can go from 300 baht, 500 baht to maybe 700 baht. No more than 800 baht. Always under 1,000 because 1,000 was the club girls. The girls in the club are 1,000. So the ones at the coconut are like 5, 6, or 7. Now the coconut girls, guess what they want? 1,000. Yes, exactly.
Woo! Inflation,
they would
baby.
not go under it. They would not go. So I actually did a little test, and shout out. I was with Miss Thumper, and she was with it, right? And I was with her, so I had her walk ahead. So I purposely went to like 3 or 4 of the coconut girls, and I asked them. All of them all said 1,000. I had one that was going to take 8 or 9, and that's because I really put my boss sauce on. But I was with Miss Thumper anyway, and then on one of them I was kind of going back and forth. And she was breaking it down. She said, no, now it's 1,000. And I even said, this is not my first time. I came before the pandemic, blah, 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 blah. The girls here are normally, I know they 5. I said, the girl here are normally like 7 or 8. Said, no. She said Beach Road. She didn't say coconut. She said Beach Road girls 1,000.
Wow.
So the beach is 1,000. The clubs are 2,000. Now we didn't get into the go-go's. So go-go's is a whole nother area. The go-go club, the go-go bars,
how much is it?
They always were pricey.
2,500, 3,000.
Oh, hell no. There was 3,000 back in the day. There was go-go's was always 3,000 and up.
Okay.
And this time I didn't go into a go-go, so I don't know.
It's probably like 6,000 now.
easy, 5 or 6, easy.
5, 6.
Back then they started at 3, and average was 4. Back then that it was 3 or 4 back then. So now I would think 5 or 6.
It's like what?
Mind you, I didn't go.
Yeah, like that's like what 100, 120 bucks, 130.
Yeah. Exactly. Because 3,000 is 100. Yeah. So anywhere. Yeah. So from 100 to 200. So probably average 150.
That's like, and that's short. Is that short time or is that long time?
Very good question. From my knowledge, a lot of times with the go-go bars, one reason why it's a little higher, go-go bars tend to be long time because you bar find them out of there at night to go back to your room. But mind you, it's almost like the DR Sarsua at the casino. It's so late night, early morning. Is really not overnight, man. You're talking maybe 4 or 5 hours. You're talking a few hours, right? But you're not like you're talking 12 hours and 15 hours. It's already in the wee hours already. So it's in the wee hours. You pay 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 baht. She's go back to your room and she leaves like not in the morning. Like she can like leave. I think I want to say 12 noonish. I have her back by like 12 noon. So
that's pretty long.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty good. Yeah, man, Sasua trash, man. Don't bring up Sasua, man. That place is trash, man. Nah, I'm just fucking yo. I know there's a lot of niggas that love Sasua.
Big Boss Real Talk. You can say that on my channel. Sasua is trash.
Man.
But if you go to Flip Flop. Eat the wings at Flip Flop.
Yeah, that's my guy too, man. Flip Flop.
I don't want to mess up nobody's local business, right? Because what do we say? Guys are gonna do what they want to do. Yeah. Everybody got an opinion.
Yeah,
people are gonna do what they want to do. So guys are still gonna go to fucking DR Sasua anyway, no matter what I say. So if you're gonna go to Sasua, go to Flip Flops. Get those fire rings.
Yeah. Well, hey, Big Mamas. I think Big Mamas as well. Big Mamas was good too.
Oh, and DR.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Mama. Oh, yeah, her stuff is dope. Yeah, she's at the far end of the beach.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes. Dope. She's dope.
yeah. Shout out to Big Mama and mess with my guy Finger.
Yeah. 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 But
I
other
didn't
than
know
that,
Finger started a YouTube channel. That's what's up.
oh yeah. Because he has good content. Good game.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get him on the show. But as you know, I really don't feature DR
Too much.
guys on my channel because I don't want to be fake and I don't want to be disingenuous. But maybe I should because a large portion of travel bros are still
Like,
gonna be DR anyway.
I still gotta, you know what? I still have yet to go to Santo Domingo, man. I'm very curious about Santo Domingo. Especially since the Santana barbershop. I really like what they got going on over there. It's
That
kind of
is
stripped
lit.
up.
Boss can't lie, man. That barbershop that is lit.
It's lit.
It got me rethinking DR, and I don't like DR.
But I might have to go back to the Santo Domingo or San.
You know they're gonna hit you though, but they're gonna hit you, Poppy, USD, Poppy.
Santo Domingo? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the capital, fool. Hell yeah. If you think Sasua, that's the capital.
Oh man.
That's where they got Lambo. That's where they got the Lambos and the Bugattis. Yeah, that's the capital city. Hell yeah.
Yeah, or Santiago, man. Like from back in the day when I used to go to Sasua.
Santiago was when I went there once or twice. Santiago was a vibe.
Yeah, I definitely want to. If I do go back to DR, that's where I'll go. Santiago.
Santiago was a vibe. I give DR a hard time, but I realize it's a whole ass country. It's a whole island. DR is not Sasua, right?
Yeah, exactly.
DR is a whole freaking island, and
that's like because you the only dude I know that went to Medellin and you wasn't feeling Medellin. You know what I'm saying? So like Sasua is like Medellin for you.
Yeah.
Put it on that level, or did you like Medellin a little more than Sasua?
Wow, that's good. You hit me with good questions, man. Technically, this is how bad I don't like Medellin. I still will put Sasua over Medellin.
Oh,
hell yeah. Well, you got a trip. Everything is pros and cons, right? Pros and cons. They give away, take away.
All right.
The worst thing about Sasua is the girls' prices, service, and attitude. The PSA.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
The girl, it's the chicas themselves, the girls' prices, their service, the service for the price. So here it is, you're gonna charge a certain price, and even if I paid the price, then the service I get with the price, and then the attitude about the service, PSA. Yeah. So that's the worst thing. Outside of that, Sasua is dope. I love the beach. I love the beach. I love the environment. I love the area. The bros who come down to the DR Sasua and we chill on the beach and we go to the bars and stuff, it's so dope. Shout out to Flip Flop, his restaurant. Sasua is cool, but for the reasons I would go, the main number one reason I would go to Sasua, the girls' prices, service, and attitudes suck.
Yeah.
Suck.
Yeah. That's the thing I was thinking. Like, the beach. I love that place as far as the beach and the beach and how the food is on there.
The girls mess it up. The girls they got too greedy. And on top of it's one thing. So it's one thing if you're gonna charge a high price, but what do I get for my price? Like here in the States, luxury shit. Okay, fine. I'll go into a luxury dealership. I already know what the price is, right? I wouldn't even fucking be there, right? But now, what do I get? What do I get for my money?
The service gonna match the price. You want to get A1 service. Like, okay, if the price is high, I have to get a high quality of service.
But you don't get that, and you get an attitude.
I know there's guys that beg to differ. We've debated guys like that. Oh, it's just you. You are the problem. What do you have to say?
Shout out to Sean Gotham.
Yeah, there's guys that's gonna say, "Oh, it's you the problem," but like I think that's a good point because like even with Medellin, like you know the way I feel about Medellin. You know, Medellin is like, oh my God, I love Medellin, but you didn't feel the same way about Medellin. So
Oh
I
no.
get the contrast. I get the contrast.
I had, but you know what? And as I say, because Sasua, I love, I like Sasua a lot. I like the area. It's just the girl. It's just the chicas price to service attitude. Now Medellin, I don't care for Medellin in general, period, because it's a big city. I don't care for big cities like that. I'm from Oakland, and I'm a stone throw away from San Francisco. I don't go on
Right,
vacations. I don't go on vacations to go to a big metropolis, built up cities with rent, or with the trains and the big building. I don't go on vacation for that. I know some people in the States probably come from rural ass areas where they got a few cows and farm. I come from big cities. I don't go on vacation for big cities. I go for beach areas. I go for, a cool environment. So I don't care for Medellin like that. I don't care for the weather. Now, yeah, the times I went, I didn't time it right. It was rainy, high elevation, cloudy, muggy, rainy, big
right.
city. Then dealing with
What about the chicas? I forget about that. Well, I want
yeah,
to hear about the
yeah,
what about,
well,
what about the what's the
I was running into BS. I was running into BS with the chicas more so than what and
damn.
so, but you know
I
what? Shout out. I will say this. I had one great experience, but funny, the invert is also true. The exception doesn't negate the rule on both sides. So just
okay.
because I had one great experience, that don't cancel out the other 10 bad ones, right? Or whatever. But I had one great experience with a Venezuelan. Surprise. Venezuela wins. And she was an older one. She was older too. Maybe that helped. She was a MILF. She was a MILF. She was built like a brick horse stallion, an older MILF, Venezuelan. Great. Outside of that one experience,
Oh man,
so
that sucks, man.
one of the better things about Medellin would be the casas, right? They have the casas, the brothels, and the good thing about a casa or a brothel is you can sample like most of the girls or whatever for like a cheap price. You're paying what a local would pay. That's where
Right,
you're really paying a local price. You don't walk into a casa and they see you're an American or they see that you're from England or France and they have a price for the locals and a price for foreign tourists. When you walk into a brothel, you're paying whatever the local guys pay. Now, for them, even that price might be a little pricey for them. It might be their whole day pay. For us, it's pennies on the dollar. So to go into a local brothel, you're going to pay a low price, like $50K, $60K meal or whatever for a half hour or whatnot. So that is one of the benefits. That's how you can kind of win in Medellin. Go to one of the casas, the brothels. But you know me, I have my certain thing that I like. BBBJ.
right. You could get that. You could get that too. Well, you could get that in the castle. Like you could get that in the castle. You can
and you can't. That's very dependent. Which makes sense. It's very dependent on the girl. If you get it, you're gonna be upcharged. They're gonna charge you more. And I found out, believe it or not, some won't even do it even for the upcharge. Now, maybe
the ones that tend not to do it is like the ones. Believe it or not, there's a lot of married women that work those casas. A lot of married women. A lot of women.
Man, they married and they work a casa.
Yep. I met a couple of them, man. I was just trying to find out where their head was at. Yeah. Oh, you married, really? You work here?
Do your husband know you work here? Yeah, he the one dropped me off. He dropped me off and picked me up.
Exactly. Wow. Like the Motor Concha boys at DR.
Oh yeah. They lightweight pimps.
Yeah, dude.
They hitting this shit for free. They hitting this shit for free, and she giving him some of your money you just paid her in the DR.
Yep, that's how it really go for real, dude.
I know this shit. Yeah, you ain't telling me. You ain't telling Bossy-Boss nothing. Tell them for the guys who don't know. You can't pull it over Bossy-Boss. Some guys just be cap. Some guys cap for these countries. They cap. I'm not even capping for Thailand. I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly about Thailand. I tell you the good and bad and ugly about Brazil. But you got some of these guys who, for some reason, they want to do this for these countries. They want to do this for these countries. They want to fucking cap. Cap for
they act like everything's all perfect.
Motherfuckers getting robbed, getting scopamine, getting followed from the airport, getting set up, and they want to cap for Colombia, Medellin. You got guys who want to cap for the Dominican Republic, even though these girls have piss poor attitudes and service, but they want to cap. Boss don't cap. This channel is real talk, big boss. Dirty coffee mug. I keep it real. A lot of these motherfuckers want to cap for these countries.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody have the country that they really like and everything, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's the advantage that you have as far as with your travels. I mean, you hit up Thailand, you did Brazil, you did DR, you did Colombia, so you could kind of you have you know, more to compare and gauge, you know what I'm saying? So that's, you know,
like these 3 countries that I have displayed. I don't know if you can see it in the backdrop, and this probably won't be the real thumbnail for it since we kind of did this this pre-recorded live stream kind of on a short notice. Thank you for coming on. I had to throw something together right quick, so I had this. I'm gonna go ahead and show it. Hold on 1 sec. And yeah.
Oh, so it's showing out. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I've been to these 3. Plus, you notice I didn't add the DR on. I didn't add the DR on there. And the only reason Colombia made it on there, you know what saved Colombia?
What saved Colombia?
You know what saved Colombia?
What's that?
Bogota, Santa Fe.
Oh, well, that's more your speed. You know what I'm saying? You was able to get what you wanted there for sure.
That's the only reason that Colombia is over there. DR. But I know some guys who love it, like it, the best thing since sliced bread.
Man, for me, man, it's all about this, man. I love this place right here. This for me. I've had experiences there. I'm like, man, I don't. Hey, everybody is different, my guy, but man,
it must be nice. Hey, you know what? On some real shit, I wish I had those experiences. I ain't just hating the hate. I wish I had those experiences. But
bro, you gotta come.
A wish in a hand. What they used to say, I don't know, fucking it up. Some bullshit. Put some bullshit in your hand and put a wish in the hand. And which one? I don't know. But whatever.
Hey, you gotta come with me, man. You gotta come with me. Like
you gotta know how to move.
You gotta know
how to move.
Yeah, man.
You know what they say? You gotta know how to move. Gotta know how to move. All right.
What, like they say too, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Network, yes, sir. That is a true statement. Is who you know. Is who you know. Network, connection, being plugged in, being tapped in, getting out there. I get it. I get that. And you know what? And I absolutely had none of that my first trip. I went nilly-willy. First mistake. Nigga, I jumped off the porch. My Medellin trip was my 3rd trip, period. My 3rd trip.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, you know. But there's people that had way worse experiences than you on the shit. On shouts out to what's dude name? BMT. Shouts out to BMT. He had this cat. I think his name is Tobias the Traveler. Shouts out to him. He was on his channel describing his experience, and he had a bad experience. His very first trip, and he spoke fluent Spanish and everything, and they got him his first trip.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So he got robbed?
Yes, first trip. But he got most of his stuff back from the story he told because the building he stayed, and that's one thing I always suggest. You want to stay in a building where the security is on point. So when the girls try to leave,
you guys got Airbnb. You guys want Airbnb so much. Airbnb ain't got that half the time.
No, but some do. Like the ones I stay at, I always suggest. Yeah, some don't. Some guys want to stay. They want to take that chance. Yeah.
Mostly Airbnb is not going to have it. Mostly.
Yeah.
Most don't.
The ones I stay at, the security at the front is very important. The ones checking
Very
IDs.
important.
So also they had a policy that the girls can't leave unless the guy's with them. So the girls try to rob him and leave, and they wouldn't let him leave, and then come to find out he was drugged out in his apartment. So I think the only thing that he lost, I think he lost like one of his work laptops and
Only? Oh,
and some the cops got him for the money.
the cops.
But that was
they always gonna do that.
yeah.
Anytime. So for you guys watching, anytime, and this goes for most countries, when the local police are involved, whether you right or wrong, you're gonna pay the police right then on the spot. Whatever money you got, or they might take you to the ATM, you're gonna pay the police. You're gonna pay for their service right then and there. That's even if you're right. Now, if you're wrong, oh shit. Well, anything can happen at that point. You're gonna pay a lot more. You probably go downtown to jail, and then you're gonna pay a lot more. But even if you're in the right, even if you're all the way in the right, the other person is wrong, the local is wrong, the local woman is wrong, the local man is wrong, you are in the right, the police come. Before they leave, you're going to pay the police. So know that. So anytime police are involved, you're going to pay the police.
Not to cut you off, but also you don't want to go downtown because that's more people that you probably have to pay.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. No, you say that. So that's also we can riff on that for a minute. The longer it goes, the more people involved, you're going to pay more people. So it's a saying that you want to pay the first cop fast as possible. Hurry up and pay him. Pay him, break him off, and normally that'd be the best case scenario because the more officers get involved, the more police get involved, your bill goes up.
Exactly.
So pay the first one. Hey, it costs to be the boss. You trying to travel? Hey, some of this shit comes with the travel game. It comes with the travel life, man. Some of this shit comes with the travel life. So whenever the local police are involved, you're gonna pay the local police, buddy. Just know it. But yeah, okay. That shout out to him. Too bad it happened to him. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this, Kenny Ken. Thank God. This will all be glory to God. I do what I do, but I believe in God. I'm a God. Well, I ain't a godly man. I'm a religious man.
That's what I'm saying.
I have not been robbed yet. Any country, and in Medellin, I didn't get robbed. In Medellin, I didn't get drugged. I didn't get robbed. None of that. I just didn't like it because it was whack. So I didn't even get robbed. I didn't get. I went and came the way I got there.
And so you went.
Like
so wait a minute.
To me, Medellin is whack.
So you went there by yourself, knowing nobody. You just went, or you had a homie that was there. That kind of how did that go?
Yeah, I just went nilly willy, man. I just went I jumped off the porch. The only thing is shout out to T Love. He still gives me shit about it, but T Love gave me all kind of information about how to move. Like in a tech, man, he gave me like PDFs like of clubs, bars, brothels, streets, time. So shout out to T Love. T Love did as much as he could on the tech shit, right? I read some of that shit and then whatever. So, and then I did link up with my boy from the group, Cameron, Killer Cam. Nephew, that dude, Killer Cam. Shout out to Killer Cam. It wasn't a group trip, but he went down around the same time. But he was lit. He was smart. He went with two other people. Killer Cameron, I believe it was his younger brother or older. I think his younger brother. His like real life brother, his younger brother in the military, his younger brother, and his best friend, Ron 29. Shout out to Ron 29, a trucker. So it was Killer Cam, his brother, and Ron, all three of them, and they stayed together in an Airbnb, a 3-bedroom Airbnb. They had a jacuzzi, and everything they did is like it was dope. They fed off each other's energy. So you had 3 people always pulling chicks. So you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty much they always had their Airbnb full of chicks. And then when they would go to the New Garden Casa, to New Garden, the New Garden brothel, when they get a phone number from a chick at the brothel. But by the way, that's the hack. You guys, when you go to these countries, when you go to the casas or go to the brothels, try to get their phone number to hit the chick up later when she get off work. She can come through when she get off work. So when they would go to New Life Casa, New Life Brothel, and get phone numbers, they wouldn't have one chick come. They had 3 or 4 chicks come. So they shit was lit. So I'm kind of jealous. Killer Cam's magazine trip was a lot different than my trip.
Yeah. That's
and
another
even though we're friends, we're travel bros, we're in the same group, he's already in an Airbnb with 2 other guys across town. I'm in my hotel across town by myself. Sometimes we would link up in the middle of the day, go get lunch, go to the mall, I'll hang out with them. But they were like together doing everything, and I'm across town in a hotel all by myself, down the street from the Park La Heiress. I stayed in the Hotel Poblado Tower. Hotel Poblado, 3 blocks from the Park La Heiress. They was across town in an Airbnb, and all 3 of them, they was lit.
Yeah, see, that's a good hack too. I've done that too. Like, as a matter of fact, I found some really good talent doing it. Like, I went to a couple of casas. There's this one Venezuelan that I linked up with. She should have even. She looked like she didn't even belong there. She come to find out, she used to be like a, because Venezuela, they went through their little thing, right? But she was actually working in the airport, and I found her in a casa. Like whoa, she's a straight up gold mine. Like, wow, you work here. So
you know what? Not to cut you off, but that's how you went. Okay, so not to cut you off. So the Venezuelan I had, right? That dope Venezuelan. If I'd have had 10 like her, my trip would have been good. But what she said, and she was a little older. She was a MILF, but still a banging body. In her country, before she left, she was a real life lawyer, like a lawyer.
Yeah,
that's not illegal, not like a legal aid, legal assistant. She was a lawyer. I don't think it was her own law firm, but she was a straight up lawyer at a law firm, a lawyer.
It's a lot of them like that.
She's in another country doing what she got to do. So she was very smart, very intelligent. We was having great dope conversations. She was a real life lawyer in her country, and she's from Venezuela. Now she's in Colombia doing what it do. Yeah.
See, that's the type you like. So that's what happened with me on my second trip. And because of her, I get to link up with that Venezuelan connect. She was like my Venezuelan connect. So I didn't have to do too much searching. I just used the referral system. That's a very great way.
That's the best way. Network.
Yeah, same thing. I did the same thing in Sao Paulo, man. Like, I hook up with 2, and hey, what's up with your friend? What's up with? I always ask for referrals. What's up with your friend? Man.
The second best would be the taxi dude. The local taxi guy always got the hookup.
Try to put a tax on your plate.
But that's the only thing. It's going to be a markup though. That's the only thing. But you know what? Yeah. Sometimes you pay it forward, man. I mean, look how much time, energy, and effort you saving. Maybe safety. That if you was out there really trying to hunt yourself, you'll be exposed to other stuff. So now for the safety aspect and time, sometimes it costs what it costs. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm cheap, but I have value. I don't mind paying certain things for value. If I find a value, I don't mind paying, but it's about that overpaying, overspending, paying for no reason. But I don't mind paying. I don't mind paying because I'm a man of value. I appreciate value.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, but that's the best way, I think, for all the countries, referral system. I don't usually go to taxi route. That's what I was saying. I normally go the good route.
Me neither, but I threw it out there because we got different guys listening, right? So I'm giving options.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You should. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shouts out, more power to you. You know what I'm saying?
Man. The taxi guy, he definitely gonna tax you. But a lot of time, then again, another benefit, the taxi guy, because he is a taxi,
he brings the
price
girl
included. He'll bring them there. Yeah. So, like I said, value. If you can give me value, I don't have an issue. If you can give me value, you're showing me girls that I probably wouldn't have access to. You're actually going to bring the girls and pick them up. You're saving me time, energy, and effort. You might be saving me from me being out there trying to hunt, being exposed to other shit. You know, you're saving me, you know, for the safety. So I don't mind that.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
I'm cheap too. I'm cheap, and I like to save $1, but I don't mind paying for value. So taxis is a good travel hack. Taxis, but definitely once you connect with one chick, no matter how you connect with her, Facebook is a great way too. Facebook, you know, you got these dating sites that you pay for, but Facebook is free. If you connect on Facebook, however you connect with the chick, try to find out about her friends. Ask about friends.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's all. That's all I've been eating all this time. Even in Brazil, like I said, I went there last year for the first time ever, and that's how I was able to connect with some great companions, good friends and shit.
The friend zone. But you know what? That's a good friend zone.
Yeah.
But mind you, a lot of this, what we talking, is referred to for mostly the P for P zone, right? Because if you trying to do that straight GF boyfriend girlfriend, you know, stuff while you're in country, they're gonna get jealous. Speak on this. You even have semi-pros or pros that get jealous. What's up with that? How are you a pro or maybe a semi-pro? You're charging, but you get jealous
because they want all the money for themselves.
Boom, boom. So they really not jealous. They're not jealous emotionally. They just want the money.
All their selves.
They don't want you sharing the money and giving your money away to other girls.
The girls, that's it right there. That's all that is. It's like,
that's all it is.
They're trying to keep the money in one household. Like, hey, you're my only source. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, I'm on vacation. You're not my wife. You're not my wife. If that's the case, I get married. You're not my wife. You're not my real girlfriend. I might tell you girlfriend so I can get a low price. So I'm gonna tell you girlfriend so I can get a low price. But I didn't come to this whole country for one chick.
One girl. Hey, but you know, that's why to me, like a lot of guys say, oh, you always P for P.
Take off from work, book a flight, pay $600, $700, $800 and whatever, go to a whole country for one chick.
Yeah. My thing for guys that always like, oh, well, your only thing you're doing is P for P. But trip off this. Okay, let's say I do the regular Tinder or meet a chick like in a store or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That's gonna cut off time for me. I feel like if I'm only there for a week or two, why would I want to be with one female, having blown up my phone and where you at and want to keep staying in the Airbnb? I'm like, no, I like to just.
But again, a lot of that is ignorance. Guys who just don't know. See, I would say this. Of course, obviously, my caveat, disclaimer, everybody is fucking different, right? I get it. Everybody's fucking different. But average, if you're on a short trip, 5, 6, 7 days, 10 days, you're there for a week or two, you don't have a lot of time. Really, if you're an average working Joe, shout out to the high value men who make 100, 200, 300,000 a year. They take 6 months off, 3 months off. If you make 50, 60,000 a year, you got to work a 9 to 5. You working 2 jobs. You got to put in for your PTO, your time off work. You got to clock back in on Monday. You got to get back to work. You don't got time to be over there dating one chick for your whole trip. You got to take her out to eat, take her up to the movie, hold hands, go to the park, all of that with one chick. No, I'm on a short time. I'm trying to enjoy myself and experience the country. I want to experience the food. I don't want to eat at one restaurant the whole time I'm there. I don't want to go to one landmark the whole time I'm there. I'm not trying to be with one chick the whole time I'm there. Just like I go to different restaurants, and if I do go back to the same restaurant a couple of times, I'm going to try different dishes. Okay, I had that yesterday. Today, give me this dish. I want to try different flavors. I ain't trying to be with one chick for 2 weeks.
Holding hands, kicking cans.
And I can't go on another trip for another 3 or 4 months.
Exactly.
Make it make sense. But a lot of these guys are ignorant. These guys are ignorant and they don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you only P for P. You only doing P for P. Hey, man.
I'm only there for 2 weeks. What I'm supposed to do?
You're paying, regardless if they want to put someone under that P for P umbrella, you're paying anyway. You're still paying. You're paying by time. You're paying by resources. You're paying regardless, up front or back front. You mightn't pay up front, but when you get back to your country, oh baby, I need money for this, and I need money. That's when the request for money comes
Block.
in. So you pay regardless. So go
That's
pay
when you
regardless.
block.
So, yeah, so shouts out to those guys. Anyway, I'm not shaming anyone, but everyone have their own lane. And I always just say, just stick to what works for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say on that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what works for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Real spit.
Real spit. Yeah, man. These guys are something else. They have so much to fucking say. They need to jump off the porch. They need to get a passport. They need to travel. It's one thing the quarterback, armchair quarterback, and you don't know the fucking flavor of the Kool-Aid. Your ass ain't never left the block.
Never left the
Go
block.
to see how it is. But they have so much to fucking say.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys that's pushing us back, have all this pushback. They haven't even fucking got on a plane to even leave the fucking borders.
Right.
The most they done, they probably went to Vegas for to see a fight, or they probably went Atlanta for Freaknik, or they went Miami. They haven't even went to Puerto Rico. I ain't gonna say fuck Puerto Rico, but I've heard bad stuff about Puerto Rico as far as linking up with.
I'm cool on it.
But they never even went nowhere. But they're gonna tell you or tell other people that's interested in getting a passport, oh, it's nothing but you're gonna go get robbed. They project this fear of stereotypes, and that's clown shit to me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Scarcity mindset, negativity, excuses for not to travel. And speak on that. These guys who try to get brownie points. All it is, a lot of these non-travelers, they trying to get brownie points with these American women, thinking it's going to get them the pussy faster. You say cookie, I say pussy. Thinking it's going to get them the pussy faster. Think that the chick's going to let them fuck. No, they still going to keep your ass in the friend zone because you a lame. You still a lame.
Exactly.
You a lame, and your reward is going to be a friend zone and a peck on the cheek. And oh, you such a good friend. And they just pumping you for information. They pumping you for validation. You blowing their head up. You gassing their head up. Your ass ain't going to get nowhere from it. Your ass ain't going to get no ass. And you're going against your own travel bros. You're a race traitor. You're a race traitor against other men and travel bros. You pumping up these women's head. You ain't going to get shit from it. And your ass looking stupid. You left Hove in the bag. Meanwhile, travel bros, we overseas busting it up.
Yep, banging them out, man. Yeah, they're mad about that. Hey, these niggas is mad. They're mad because they don't have access to what we got access to. They can't have access to the experience. So all these niggas can do is project fear, scarcity mindset, and hate because they're mad that we banging on baddies. We popping bottles, you know what I'm saying, and having a good time.
For a fraction of the cost.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And they think that these Matrix chicks is gonna get. Oh, they think they're gonna get the pussy from the Matrix chicks. No, you think again, nigga. Yo, and these, not to be shaming anybody, but bro, the stuff that we have access to, the Matrix chicks can't even stand next to them. So they're mad about that. Wow. These Matrix can't. Wow. Come on, bro. You're mad because you're mad that we're getting
a different diet. They have different food, different culture. They don't have a lot. Sometimes they don't drive a lot, so they walk. They ride bikes or they walk a lot. Different diet. They don't have this GMO genetic food that we have over here, which is really nobody's fault. But the food we have in America, these corporations put GMOs in it. So these women have different diets. They walk a lot. It's more natural. Man, they hold everything is different, bro.
Yeah,
and exactly. The culture is different. They still under a patriarch culture instead of a matriarch. So they culturize to value men. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe. You got to experience it. Shout out to the youngster. I had on my channel, Austin Hollerman.
Yeah,
Hollerman. He blew up on TikTok. His YouTube might have had 35, 40 subscribers. He started TikToking within a few months. He blew up from 35, 40 subscribers to over 10,000 subscribers. Blew up on TikTok. talking about his truth, but going to Brazil and comparing the Brazilian dating experience with the American dating experience. He said, get your passport. It's that bad here in the States.
Exactly, and the young man is definitely right, and that's why these haters and detractors are coming out now, because you know what it is with him. With him, he no homo, but the guy is a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I told him he's a good-looking young man.
You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't think a guy like that would have problems getting dates or linking up with females, but he just goes to prove that it's not about looks. It's the mentality of these matrix females. It's the mentality. If a guy like that,
it's a society thing at this point.
Yeah. It's if a guy like that is having problems, similar issues as regular guys, what does that tell you? It's really that bad.
It's really that. It's that, and that's his catchphrase. It's
that
bad.
It's awesome, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's that bad. He says, guys, get your passports. It's that bad. Nice, young-looking, handsome, young-looking man having issues like that. And a lot of times, too, what some people kind of get misconstrued, the difference of getting a girl, getting a woman, getting phone numbers, getting a contact, and then actually dealing with them once you, like fishing, right?
Yeah.
Nobody says, most of us, Travel Bro, especially Bossy-Boss, cannot get a woman, cannot get a phone number, cannot get a contact, cannot go on 1 or 2 or 3 dates. I can get that in large part, not 100. I don't have 100% accuracy, but I got 70, 80%. I can get phone numbers. I can meet women.
Process.
If you don't know, even though Paul, Bossy-Boss, I have a mouthpiece. I know how to talk. I have a personality. I know how to get a phone number and interact. But what do I get from it? Once I get said phone number, once I'm talking and texting, once I go on 1 or 2 dates, once I get the number from an American chick, what do I get? What's the quality of it? That's what we're saying. People are getting it misconstrued. Well, you can't get a chick. You can't get a chick. Yeah, I can.
What are you getting?
But what am I getting? What am I getting?
What are you getting doing that in America compared to what you get when you travel? The quality, man.
Boom.
And the experience.
Do you guys hear that, you fuckers? Do you understand it in your brain? Do you understand that? Or are you gaslighting? Or are you gaslighting using a straw man argument to gaslight and being deceptive? Do you fucking understand that? We can get it. It's not the problem of getting them, but what do you do when you get them? How are they going to act? How are they going to behave? Are they going to be masculine? Are they going to cooperate? Do they expect this and this and that? Are they Americanized, feminized? What do we get when we get them?
Exactly. That's the whole point, bro. The whole point is not about getting. Anybody can get a woman. Anybody with a brain and a little mouthpiece, you can get dates. It might be sometimes frustrating for certain guys to get it, but you can get it. But it's not the work. The reward is not work. It's not worth the work it takes
at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's not worth
the squeeze. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. You do all that squeezing. You do the squeezing. What kind of juice you got up in there? After you did all that squeezing in the Matrix, you did the squeezing. You had to talk to them and text them and take them on a date and all. You did all the squeezing. What kind of juice you got?
You get normal shit, like minute. You know what I'm saying? Nothing extraordinary. you know what I'm saying? Entitled. I feel this.
Your squeezing overseas, right? The squeezing is that the book is paying for the airline. That's the squeezing. Once you pay for your ticket, once you pay for your airline, once you pay for your hotel, once you have some pocket money because you work, you're not a Pookie and Ray Ray. You have a job. You might not make $300,000 a year. You might make $60,000-$70,000 a year, but you're making money to pay your bills. You're making enough money to pay your bills. And travel.
You know how far that goes?
You already squeezed. You already squeezed. What kind of juice you getting?
You know that 60 to 70,000 that you're making. You know how far that goes in these countries?
Say it.
You know, bro, I take girls on fucking dates. super expensive. The same restaurants I go to overseas and getting like first class fucking food for 2 people or 3 people sometimes. You know how much money I would pay for that in the Matrix?
Say that.
Come on.
Exactly.
The experience after the date, the experience in the date. You don't have someone, what do you do for a living? And what type of car are you driving? And you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Who wants to do that?
What do you do for what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What kind of car? Do you rent? Do you own a home? Are you renting? What area? What area or do you live in? Are you renting or buying a home? What kind of car? What year, make, and model of your car? What do you do for a living? How much do you make a year? Hold on. Why does all that fucking matter?
Is this a job interview? Is it a job interview or is it a date? Are you trying to know me or am I applying for a job?
God damn. But that's where their mind is. That's where their mind is.
Sometimes I'll be tempted to say, hey, do you have what's the benefits? You have benefits? You have a pension plan, bitch?
Right. No, and then if you lucky, a used up cookie. A used up, oversized, blown out, used up, high mileage, used up, oversized cookie. If you
like my man Austin said, the pH and most of them the pH balances off. Shouts out to Austin.
The pH will be off anyway. Because a lot, again, that goes to our lifestyle and the diets. A lot of diets over here. Guys too. We gotta step up our health. Our eating, our exercising, getting fresh air. Outside of that, this American period, not even the women per se, America, a lot of parts of America is just toxic, man.
Yeah.
It's toxic in America. Not the women, not the men, this America, the American culture, the American education system, the American entertainment, the stuff that we're broadcasting to kids. Hello, the agenda. A lot of America is toxic. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the women per se. We're talking about America. Get your passport and go experience other countries. Get out this American Matrix mindset. That's why we call America the Matrix, like that movie that came out, that sci-fi movie.
Not to cut you off, but also the detractors will say they will be very disingenuous and they'll be like, well, we don't mind you traveling and experiencing different cultures, but why do you put down Black American women? Where is traveling? Because I'm traveling, I'm putting down Black American women because I'm promoting traveling to different places. That means synonymously, I'm putting down Black women. How does that make sense?
I don't know, and this is real talk. What content creator I've seen?
I've never seen any. Not travel, not in the travel sector.
Black women.
I have never seen none. Not in the travel section. Maybe right. like old school, like Tom Sotomayor, something like that.
I think you're talking, in the general red pill manosphere, because you got a trip that it can get a little bit confusing, right?
Right.
So we have levels and sub levels. So over here we are the travel manosphere, the travel red pill. We're not the basic US based regular manosphere. Maybe in regular manosphere, maybe they put down Black women. Travel bros don't normally do that. Not travel bros.
There's no travel bros I've ever heard say anything about Black women.
No,
I've never none. None.
That's the projection.
We do.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. No, I'm gonna tell you what. You know what that is?
What is that?
A hit dog gonna holler. You know what that is? Guilty conscience. Woo!
Put on something.
If the shoe fit, wear it. Woo! I did not even name you. I didn't even specifically name you. And I
came up with a term for it. It's called comparison and deficiency. Because they see the comparison, they see the type of woman that we are becoming friends with, and in turn they compare themselves like, oh wow, she's really pretty.
Introspection.
Yeah, that's what that is, man. As far as with the
we don't even say that. We don't even say nothing against women, especially black women. The main thing we talk about is American culture, the American culture, the education. Our education over here was being taught the mainstream agenda. We talk against feminism, you know,
right.
not women's rights, but feminism. We talk about feminism, American culture. Where do we talk about black women? We don't talk against black women. But they follow these clowns who's pimping them like Derek Jackson, who's just pimping them and giving them red meat and telling them what they want to hear so they can get donations, and they're going against us.
That's all it is, dude. And these clowns
live overseas they damn self. They not with no matrix chick. They not even with a matrix chick. They overseas they damn self.
Exactly.
Make it make sense.
The options. It's the options. I call it option hating. Everyone that leaves the country, they have options. In the country, you're only regulated to what's in your area. You leave the country, options become available to you. And the detractors don't like that. They don't like a man like Kenny Ken. They don't like Kenny Ken with baddie.
They want to keep you in the what? They want to keep you in the matrix.
They don't want to see Kenny Ken or Bossy-Boss.
Escape the matrix.
Exactly. They don't want to see us with a big smile on our faces. No, they don't like that. Every time they see that, it burns them. They're like, this son of a bitch. He's enjoying his life. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I have my passport. It's not my fault. Get your passport.
Oh, it ain't my fault.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. We true soldiers and we don't die. You can't stop us, so bitch don't try. We two travelers. Hey. You can't stop us, so bitch don't try. Oh, it ain't my fault. Boom, 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 boom. It is what it is. Big Boss and Kenny Ken, nigga. KPR1. KPR1. KPR1, Kenny Ken, and Big Boss. Real. This is real talk. Nobody's giving it to you like this.
Exacto, man. Exacto. That's the heart of the matter, man. It's option hating, bro. They hate option. Yeah, man. Everybody been having options for years. Now it's our turn. It's our turn to eat, man. Our turn to enjoy what this is about, man.
Right. Tell them to shut the fuck up and fall the fuck back. Don't worry about what we doing. And it's like that.
Hell yeah.
We do what we do. You do what you do. Nobody say nothing when they was going to Jamaica. Stella got her groove back to get her back blown out by Big Dong Pause. Beach Boy. Pause. Nobody said that. When you going on these cruise, these pleasure cruise,
nobody says that.
You going to the Caribbean islands, these women, these professional women going on girl trips, the women going on girl trip to the islands. Nobody said nothing. Do what you do. Don't say nothing about us.
And when they go to Dubai,
what it is, the black woman complex, she wants to control the man like you're a boy, like you're her son, like you're her boy. Yeah. You don't want us to have options. She want to do what she want to do. She want to always be right. She want to do what she want to do, but she don't want us to have options. We have to wait on her hand and foot like she a queen.
And nobody says nothing. Nobody says nothing when they go to Dubai and get shitted on and come back and come back with all this money. Nobody says nothing about it. Nobody says anything. Nobody says nothing when all these girls on Instagram get flying all over the country, and she's traveling, getting her money, right? Nobody says anything. Nobody shames her. Nobody says, "Oh, you're hoeing." Or nobody says nothing like that. But when we go overseas,
what did you say on your last video? I'll be checking you out, Kenny Ken. You said, hey, on the Instagram shits, the Instagram models, when they have their information on there for the booking, you can book me. What is that booking? What does that really mean? What are they really doing when they say booking?
What does it mean? It means that she's available. It's available for pay. Pay for play. All day. All
That's
day.
exactly what it fucking mean. Available for booking. What the book for what?
I want to hear these same content creators talk about that, but no, they're gonna talk about the past pros that
target. We the easy target. They think they can talk against us, and there's obviously a market for it, right? There's a market for it. Some of these haters and clowns, then they got lucky. They tapped into the market because there's a lot of hate against men in general, hate against black men, hate against black men travelers. There's a lot of hate. So if you're a crafty YouTuber, you can tap into that market and you can give that audience red meat, and all those women will flock to you. All those women will flock to you, and basically you pimping them. You pimping them, but your ass is overseas too. You're not even with American women.
Exactly.
Your ass is overseas.
Make that make sense.
And all those women are flocking to you, so you can tell them, what did Kevin Samuels say? Tell me those good lies. Tell me those good lies. Beautiful lies.
You can't make this shit up, man. You got someone that's overseas that left the Matrix. I can understand if you was in the Matrix, but you left the Matrix. You in a whole nother country, but you shaming men that's traveling like what you did? How does that make sense? How does
the person was throwing a lot of shit against the wall, obviously, before they got lucky and blew up, and they basically came up on the death of Kevin Samuels. Before they got lucky like that, they were throwing a lot of shit against the wall with no success, and finally found something that stick. Yeah. They finally found his lane. He finally found his lane. He found something that worked, something that stick. He was trying all kind of idea all over the place, schizophrenia all over the place. He finally found his lane. Now he's running with it. He's running with that lane. All the women, the Kevin Samuels haters, the Manosphere haters, the women that hate, is all like one big conglomerate. The woman that's hating on Passport Bros, now they got a Pied Piper to follow. They follow his stupid clown ass. They follow him, but his ass is overseas in Africa.
Exactly. That's like you
dipping him like Derek Jackson. And
that's like a fake preacher. That's like a fake preacher telling you, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But at the end of the church,
he's sleeping with all the women in the church, taking the church money, buying Cadillacs and homes. A fake ass preacher.
Exactly.
Is this your king? Wakanda. I'm the real motherfucking Wakanda. Is this your king?
You can't, like my guy Kevin Samuels used to say, you can't make this shit up.
You can't make this up. Is that your king? Wakanda. Real motherfucking talk. This is a channel that should have a lot of subscribers and KPR1, but we too real for the internet.
Yes,
we too
sir.
Real, man. We kicking it.
Hey man, y'all hit the motherfucking cash apps. Y'all hit some super chats in this bitch. Come on, we giving you that shit raw. You know what I mean? Like you nowhere else on the YouTube space you're gonna get this shit, man. Fuck with me.
Knew something was up. KPR1, Kenny Ken, and Big Boss. Oh man, you know you in trouble. Come on, man. You should know, man. We kicking it like two rappers, like two OG rappers, man. We on our Red Man, Method Man shit right now, man.
Though. Like, how high does we bring them? How high does the ideas go, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. And you know, and shout out to the guys who figured it out, because you know, I'm gonna say this: females do pay. Females pay. So if you got a channel with a lot of female subscribers, you kind of winning, because females pay. Niggas,
I give them his propers.
Myself included. Niggas are stingy with the money. I got better. Funny, not to cut you off. Since I've been a YouTuber, I have got better in super chatting other content creators. Why? Because now I understand it. I see the work and energy that go into it. And sometimes I might dip into my little money to throw $5 or $10. If I really fuck with you and I got it like that for that week, you might get a dub. But you're gonna get $5 or $10 because as a content creator, again, what did I say about value? I appreciate value.
Value, yes.
But normally guys are cheap. Guys are cheap. They come to YouTube like it's free. But women, Oh, women will pay. So some of these content creators are winning. They got women. They got women subscribers. They winning.
Hey, but like I said, I get
do for y'all. We are for y'all. Send us some super chat. Give us some $5. Oh, for Kenny,
right.
You see right there, Ken Side 2. Shoot Ken Side 2 super chat so you can get better camera equipment or whatever you got going on over there. Now I know.
Yeah, I need some better camera equipment, better laptops. Yeah. So we can bring you more shit.
Bring you more shit.
Hell yeah.
but guys, traditionally, guys are cheap and frugal, which makes sense. Y'all not downing it, but women pay.
Yeah. It's always that way.
So because women pay, a lot of content creators and some preachers and some motivational speakers, a lot of guys, they basically pimp women. They pimp their followers. They pimp their subscribers. And I say pimp because most of the time, the shit that the guys say, the guy don't even believe it. The guy don't even follow it. The guy don't even walk his talk. But he knows the women like it. And so since the women like it, he tells the women.
Tells them what they want to. That's all they got to do. That's the
war. And so a guy who keeps it real.
That's the playbook now. You just got to know what they want. You got to know what they want. You got to know what they want.
We barely get a like.
Right. You got to know what they want and say, okay, this is what the woman want to hear. Okay, I got to tell her. The women don't like black men traveling, or the women don't like what these manosphere brothers are saying. Okay, boom. So I'm going to attack these niggas. That's the playbook, man. Us as, having a third eye, we see that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at somebody getting money, but we know what it is.
Well, I'm not mad at somebody getting money, but it's a way how you do things. It's a way how you do things.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that. I don't like people coming against me, but it comes with the territory. But motherfucker, I can give back as much as I give. So speaking on that, we can rock out a little bit longer. I do have another interview lined up in about 45 minutes, but so we can rock out for another 15, 20, 30 minutes maybe. But what I'm going to do right now, and for anybody still watching, y'all going to hear this track right now first here. Eventually, I'm going to work it into something else, but I want to air this track from, you know who, Big Bass. Shout out to Big Bass. Big Bass has been making beats for certain YouTubers. I first found out about him when Big Bass made a beat for Richie Mac Zoom to Thailand. And then Richie Mac kind of put me and Big Bass in contact. Bass made a few beats. This right here is a comedy thing, so I probably can't use it a lot. He got it to me very late. Shout out to Big Bass. I was supposed to get it a while back. I don't know if any of you guys remember when I went bad on that one guy on the King and Dreams show. I think his name was Kel Hill or something. Me and King and Dreams trying to have a show because King and Dreams had real life lost his real job, his corporate job, where it's 6-figure behind his YouTube channel. Behind his YouTube channel.
Shout out to King of Dreams.
King of Dreams. So we was having a live stream about it. I had some camera issues, so King of Dreams went against what I said, and he brought somebody else up. Shout out to that person, Carlos Crypto King. So now it was me, King of Dream, and Carlos. But then Carlos got into it with somebody in the chat. Then King of Dreams brought that person up, so I was 4 of us. Then them two was getting into it on the chat, this Khalil and Carlos. I tried to be the mediator. Then the dude talked shit to me, and I just went full boss mode and clowned this fucker. His ass was sitting in the dark. He's supposed to cam up, but he's sitting in the dark in like the candlelight where you can't really see him. So I called him out on it. Me and him went out. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Go watch this on my channel. Big Bass made a little song about it. So you want to hear it? Here it go. Matter of fact, the value you get. Hold on one sec, Ken. Hold on. Why not? Why fucking not? Yeah, I know I got a lot of windows open. A lot of windows. Hey, you know what this is? Why we here?
I missed for some weird reason. I missed that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Why we here? This is Kenny Ken channel, KPR1, 1.5K subscribers. Let's get them up. Let's get them up, get them up, get them up. But we're going here, here. Go here. Let me find it, play a little bit of it. Right about here, right? Where is it? Oh, right here. Go play this a little bit of it.
All
right, hold on.
No, I just posted it in the chat. I said pull up.
Yo, I'm not gonna come with a bitch ass nigga like this. Fuck
Yo,
this.
you very
emotional,
man.
This is your dude, King.
Yo, bro, listen. This nigga
sitting in the candlelight. Why is he sitting in the candlelight?
Yo,
Why you see my face? You like a woman?
Nah, nigga, because you're supposed to cam up, nigga. You technically not cammed up.
I'm chilling in my backyard after
Well, ain't no chilling in your backyard. We handling business right now.
Ain't no business.
This ain't no leisure shit, nigga. This not no leisure shit.
Yo,
nobody else in their backyard.
Listen,
Thank you. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. This ain't no leisure shit though. But this ain't. You see it, right?
Yeah. Nigga didn't want to come up.
None of that shit. Sit your ass under some light and let's talk. Now we can talk. Now we can talk. No, I'm not shutting the fuck up. No, you get where you supposed to go. You should have did this already. I shouldn't have to tell you. You say you 48. You say you 40. I shouldn't have to tell you. I shouldn't have to tell you. Nobody, no. Why are you going to sit under a candlelight in your backyard, nigga?
Tonight in the daylight.
No. You supposed to be in the light. We all in the light. This is called YouTube, nigga. You ever heard of studio light? This is called YouTube.
I'm not on YouTube.
Like I got light.
I'm a real nigga.
Like I got light. This is called YouTube, nigga. We have light. I don't feel comfortable talking to a soft ass nigga in the candlelight. I don't talk to soft ass niggas in the candlelight. Wait. Well. Listen. You're high. You ducking it down. Stop. You in candlelight?
You tell me. Nigga, I'm relaxing in my backyard.
Well, ain't no relaxing. No,
I'm relaxing in the backyard.
It ain't no relaxing.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It ain't no relaxing.
Nah, I had to mute him. It was too much, man. It was too much.
Man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to a 48-year-old with a bucket hat on.
It was just
nigga look like a black Gilligan's Island. I had to go Gilligan's Island. He lost you.
God damn. Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
And King James, here's the comment that he asked me to tell him how he disrespected me. He disrespected me after
Anyway.
I'm a bad guy.
Anyway.
I'm not real style. Like,
I'm good. Y'all have a good night. Talk
no, boss. Hold on. Wait, yo, boss. No, wait a minute. Hold it down.
Ain't no wait a minute. You brought up a soft ass nigga in a tiki light in his backyard trying to serenade. I'm not with that nigga. Fuck that nigga. And that's real talk. Punk ass.
Hey, boss, I'm gonna call you
under a tiki torch. Tiki torch ass, Gilligan ass, punk ass nigga. Fuck that nigga.
With a bucket hat on.
Wow. That's some wild shit right there, boy.
Wild shit. But hold on right fast. So this is the song that Big Bass made for it right here. Premiere right now.
I hear that shit. Yep. Pump it up.
Uh-oh. Damn.
Moonlights. When you calling in the dark, nigga need to cam up. Where they do that in New York? Nah. YouTube and under moonlights. These suckers need moonlights. When you calling in the dark, nigga need to cam up. Where they do that in New York, talking tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch niggas. I MA boy Damon. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? We don't pillow talk or whisper with the homies. No rate light specials all about our lonelies. Uncle Sam can't make you one of the homies. Talking practice, enlist the phony. Grown man talk just as real as it get. We don't speak in darkness behind silhouettes. Niggas start barking like they from the Jets. Cam up, man up when you on the set, yeah. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? Nah. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? Nah.
Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo, yo. Again, shout out to Big Bass, quick little thingy. He was supposed to send me that weeks ago, but shit. He finally sent it. He had made it, so he sent it. So I said, I'm going to find a place to play it. Fuck that nigga. That's what happens when you fuck with Big Boss. Real talk, man. Take no shit laying down. Fuck Tiki Torch niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That shit hits. That shit hits. Yeah, man. That shit was funny as fuck, though, bro. That nigga talking all in the dark and shit, talking all that shit. Dark.
See, he was trying to be funny because I told the nigga he was all in the comments, trolling in the comments, and King brought him up. King, shout out to King of Dream. He shouldn't have brought him up, but he bring him up. So now I said, man, if you come up, you got to cam up. So to be slick, right, you know what I'm saying? To be slick, he technically cammed up, but he sat in the dark.
Yeah.
And you know me, you know, I'm real with it. So I called him out. I called him out on being in the dark, and that started us arguing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's some college shit, though. Like, you know, like I'm about to pull up on this dude's show, the same dude that we talking about. Yeah, he invited me on, so... Yeah, I'm camming up, man. Most of them dudes never want to cam up anyway. Even that same dude don't want to cam up.
You know what I'm saying? Say that. He don't cam up his goddamn self. That is crazy.
He talk about pull up. Nigga, look, I cam up. Look, there's no problem. I cam up. It's no problem.
Right. We cam up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's our bullshit troll shit.
You got the nerve to call somebody a coward. You a coward. You don't even cam up. Fucking coward, and you ugly. Pause.
Hey, we seen the nigga one time. He cammed up by accident. You know, we seen the nigga.
Man, say that, man. That picture went around the groups, man. All, you know, pause. That picture went around all the groups. So we all seen it. He cammed up by accident and then hurried up and cammed back down. But somebody screenshotted it. That picture went around. I see why the nigga cammed down. Looked like a fucking squirrel or something. Looked like a rodent. He looked like a rat or a rodent. I see why he cammed down. Fuck that nigga. But it is what it is. We've been rocking out, man, for a minute. Yeah. We can go for another 15, 20. I don't know how much long you got. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Boss got this Boss Sauce Gasolini. I'm with KPR1, Kenny King, nigga.
Yeah, man.
We've been gassing on these motherfuckers, man. Straight like that. Overpaid, simp-ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? These cuck night defenders trying to get brownie points from these hoes. You running back. You pillow talking. You a talking ass man telling these females everything about what we do. The female ain't gonna respect you. She ain't gonna respect you. She ain't gonna let you smell the pussy. You're not gonna hit. Or you're going to stay your ass in the friend zone, and she's going to use you for talking points against us.
There's one thing I forgot to mention. One. There's niggas that pillow talk like in some of the groups. You know, you sit, and they go back, oh, he posted your video, blah, 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 blah. He posted your video. He posted your pictures. I thought I was with you. I thought you was my girl. You thought wrong, nigga.
You thought wrong, nigga.
She's for everybody. She's for the streets, man.
But they talk about us with the pay for play. That's why we pay for play, because the shit. That's what it is anyway. Let's be real. Unless you live there, you there for 6 months. Okay, I cut it in half. You there for 3 months. and you speak the language. It's halfway fluently. You involved in the culture. You're really shaking and moving and connected and tapped into the culture. You're there for 3 months. You're there for 6 months. You speak the language. You really there. Maybe.
Right, exactly.
Other than that, you 1 week, 2 week ass nigga like me, nigga, it is what it is. Even if she tell you that, guess what? Even if she tell you that, more than likely, it happened many, many, many times. Even if she tell you that, she's semi-pro on the back end. She's a semi on the back end. And she just don't want nobody to
when you leave, okay, you stay with her for a week for them niggas elected.
Even if you do stay work for a whole week. What's a week out of a whole fucking year? When you go next week, guess who she's with next week?
She with Big Boss next week. The week after that,
busting it up.
And then the week after that, Kenny Ken smashing through, going through. I'm sorry, man. She's not your girl, man.
It's just your turn.
It's just your turn. Hey,
Boss,
man.
Ken, nigga. We giving it to y'all raw, man. Man,
Yo.
this should have been live. This should have been live because I know this chat's going to be crazy. When I air this, I'm definitely going to be in the building. I know you are too. We're going to be watching because it's going to be like a premiere. You know, in a premiere, it shows like a live. It has a live chat comment and everything. And people just super chat. I'm going to be looking to see who super chat too. So even though this is pre-recorded, when I premiere this and I'm going to be in the chats, lurking in my own chat, I'm going to see who super chat, who rocks with Bossy-Boss.
That's right, man. Hey, when they going to put it out?
Good question, man. Good question, man. Good question. Soon. Real soon. Real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon.
I'm
gonna let you know.
I gotta get you on my show too, because since I'm gonna start doing,
man, what's up? You gotta have Bossy-Boss on your show, man.
Yeah, man. I know. Shouts out to my nigga Razor. Razor was on there the other day. I gotta get you on there, man. I gotta get Big Boss on there, man.
Got you, bro. You slipping. If you don't got Big Boss on your show, you tripping, man.
Yeah,
Hold up. Wait a minute. You gotta put some bossy in it. You gotta get some boss energy, man.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. Like shit. I'm gonna start doing. I'm trying to get up to. Right now, I get up to 1 hour. I'm not on your level as far as like 3 hour shows, but I'm working on it.
Man, I had to come down, man. I had shows that was.
I had one like a 5. I'm like, damn, this nigga 5, 6 hours. Like
I had one show. I found it. I had one show, 10 hours. I couldn't believe it myself.
You talking about the Mexico when you were in Mexico, right? Was it Mexico?
Oh no, that was 5. Oh, that one. That one I did by myself with no feature. By myself, 5 hours in Mexico. No, but this was months and months ago. It was a show with Jordan. When Jordan, I think his first Africa, Tanzania. When Jordan went to Tanzania, shout out to Jordan. He stayed on the stream. He stayed on the stream 7.5 hours. And guess what? I went almost 3 hours after that.
Wow.
But he stayed on 7 hours, 7.5, and I went 2.5 more hours after that.
Yeah, that's nice.
10-hour stream.
Damn, that is insane.
That's the only time I ever did that. But you know what? I had 1 or 2 8 hours. I had a lot of 7 hours, and I got a ton of 5 and 6 hours. I said more. No more.
I think the longest I went, I think I did 3 hours one time with shouts out to Milano the Travel Boy and
shout out to Milano. I got to get him back on the show. Shout out to Milano.
And QB Passport Flex. And I think that was the longest show I did. I had them for like 3 hours on it.
3 hours?
I think that's the longest that's I have.
Up. Yeah, I'm not doing more than 5 or 6 hours no more. The only thing that's gonna make me do that, my channel gotta be a lot bigger. I gotta have more people. And I'm gonna need more super chats. I'm doing all this work, and like I said, men, it is what it is. Guys, men, we kind of stingy with our money. A lot of men don't like to pay it forward, so I'm not doing 5, 6, 7 hours if I ain't getting big super chats. So once I start getting lead, if I got lead attorney super chats, nigga, I'll go 12 hours.
Oh man,
y'all get a boss marathon. But they can't handle the boss sauce. They can't handle the boss sauce. They don't like to give me super chat.
You can do that shit all day, man. Like I think the ones that go super like all day long is like the DJ streams. I think the ones that be playing music and shit. I think they be on there all day. Just playing.
Dude, I was gassing with my mouth, nigga, with my motor mouth. 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, all Big Boss motor mouth.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
and
pretty good.
I get little super chats. So you know what? They don't need that. They don't need this boss entertainment and energy until the money come. And I need YouTube to stop hating and to spread me out, promote me more, so I can get more people. As I get more subscribers, different kind of subscribers, man, maybe they'll pay.
No, you're doing pretty good. I mean, you just started your channel in September. You already passed. I think you're
1 year.
Yeah, like you're at 16 now. You're doing hella good, bro. And
shout out to Austin Holloman, man. He went from 35 subscribers to 10,000. Damn.
Oh.
What boss, man? He got the real boss sauce.
That's real.
Shout out to Austin Holloman, mate.
Yes, yeah, man. Shout out to that young man, bro. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing.
That TikTok blow your shit up, boy. He's doing his thing though. At a young age. Shout out to him, man. He figured it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and more and more people, thanks to him, more and more people gonna find that hack. Like, yo, like, why am I wasting time spinning like a hamster on this goddamn wheel when all I have to do is just get a passport and explore the motherfucking world? That's what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Us old ass motherfuckers, right? People will listen.
Son, could you imagine if I was doing this shit? Could you imagine if I was doing this shit in the 90s? Like when I was, God, I wish I discovered this.
Oh,
in the 90s,
man.
Fuck. I wish I discovered this in the 90s. But hey, they say it's never too late. I discovered it late. Hey, it's better late than never, right?
Better late than never. Ooh, if I'd have been on this in the early 2000s, in the 05, 06, it still would have been great. And to be honest, that probably would have been more of a perfect time. Now, I don't know if I could even really did the 90s, but the early 2000s, 05, 06, oh man, those Obama years. Well, those are Bush years, huh? Obama years.
Ooh. Damn, right. That's
super lovely.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but hey, we did it now. We did it. Man. We put it now. Hey, I'm shit. We got Medellin next week. October.
Yeah, okay.
We doing.
Okay, so we're gonna rock out. So we're gonna stop in about maybe 10 minutes. I'm gonna let you rock out. Tell people about your channel, about what you got coming on, what you about to do. Rock out, Kenny. King.
Yeah, man, just keep tuning in. I'm just gonna keep going in on these passport haters and these enemies, these foes of the manosphere. Also, I plan on showcasing like different sites when I travel. Oh, I got an interesting interview in Medellin. I linked up with. I've been looking for this for a long time. I got some midgets on there. Like some sexy midgets that I'm going to be interviewing. I'm going to be on my Barber World shit. I found some midgets. You know how long I was been waiting for midgets. I found me some midgets. I got 2 midgets that's going to be on a nice little interview. Y'all tune in for that. I don't have YouTubers hating on me, so I can't really do no super chats. But look, I got the Cash App. Support the channel. I'm going to give you some interesting interviews. I'm going to show you all some sites. We're going to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm doing consultations. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. I know there's a lot of concern about Medellin, about safety and situations like that. Linking with me, tapping with me. I'm going to show you how to move. I'm going to show you how to save money. Tap in with your boy. Kenny Ken. KPR1 is the channel. And keep supporting the travel bros. And also, if you're new to this, get your passport. It really is that bad. Shouts out to Austin Holloman again. I just had to steal his catchphrase for a minute, but it really is that bad. Tune into your boy.
Boom.
Here it is right there. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shouts out, Big Boss, man. I really appreciate you having me on the show, man. It was a pleasure chopping it up with you, man. We had to get these points across, man, and let them suckers know that we watching them, and you can't stop the movement.
You can't stop. We can't stop. We won't stop. We don't stop.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right, bro.
sir.
Hey, man, I gotta get you on my show soon. But yeah, man, I'm gonna head out, man.
Yes, sir. But thank you for coming on, Kenny Ken, KPR1 out of Los Angeles, 5 minutes away from Hollywood, California. Next
Yes, sir.
week, you will be in Medellin, Colombia. Looking forward
Yep.
to your content. You even said you're going to have, you linked up with 2 midgets. That's
Yep.
what's up. You guys make sure you go subscribe to his channel. That's it right there. KPR1. Oh, look at him. KPR1. Subscribe to KPR1. And this is his Cash App. Kenside 2. He doesn't have a super chat. YouTube is hating on his monetization, so he don't have a super chat. But make sure you Cash App Kenside 2. Kenny Ken KPR1. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace. In the building. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. We rocked out down there 3 hours. 3 hours of power. Big Boss almost on his old shit, but now we ain't doing it like that. Y'all don't pay enough. Y'all don't pay enough. Get the weight up. But now on some real serious shit, thank you guys for coming out. This is some real shit, man. About how men, not even talking about the women at this point, but men, other men are going against men who travel. That is a shame. That is a travesty. Black folks just can't come together. Any reason to pull niggas down, crabs in the barrel. You think you would be happy. You think you would support. You think you would cheerlead. You think you would take inspiration, your own self, and do what you got to do. Go to the post office and get you a passport so you can travel. But I'm guessing not. I'm guessing maybe some people can't. And since they can't, they hate. Maybe you in a relationship, maybe you married, or you're not even married. I see if you're married, you're not even married. You just in a toxic ass boyfriend girlfriend relationship where you on a tight leash and you can't go nowhere, or you ain't got your money up, you can't go nowhere, or you on child support or whatever, you can't go, so you want to hate. And since you can't go overseas, you want to hate. You run back, you become a talking ass man that pillow talk and tell these chicks all this stuff, and the chicks only use you for talking points. You ain't gonna get no brownie points anyway. And you're just a traitor, you're a gender traitor to your own kind, and you're going against the passport bureaus. Then you have other so-called people who are doing it to try to catch a bag because they see that it can be profitable. It can. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to say shout out, but I recognize the Derek Jacksons of the world, right? The Derek Jacksons of the world that tell these chicks whatever they want to hear. And the women, they just want to be validated so much that the women support them. And now these guys are actually pimping them. They're virtually pimping their followers. These YouTubers are virtually pimping their female followers, telling the females what they want to hear, giving them red meat talking points. And the whole time, these motherfuckers is overseas. You can't make this up. But it is what it is. It is Big Boss, real talk. Shit. Support my guy, Kenny Ken, KPR1. Subscribe to his channel. Keep supporting Bossy-Boss. Share this content. Trying to grow the channel. It's almost a year. I need to be bigger for this to get out. Maybe I'm going to start doing TikToks. Shout out to Austin Holloman again. Talented youngster who gets it. Maybe I'm going to follow his path. The young bulls can teach the old bulls something. You know what I'm saying? I'm never too old to learn. I'm a student of life. So maybe I need to learn how to do some TikToks and Instagrams and Twitter and Facebook and grow my channel from 1,600 to 16K and beyond. Shout out to all the travel bros. Travel bros up, travel foes down. And that's real talk. I'm gonna go out with some music. Again, shout out to my guy, Big Bass on the one, Big Bass on the beat, making my beats, my intros, my outro, and I'm going to play that one song, Tiki Torch Niggas Again. That's for the Tiki Torch, but it goes out to all the fucking haters, all the passport haters. this song is directed towards you. Even though it's talking about that tiki torch and people talking shit behind the scenes, the tiki torch nigga song is dedicated to haters like you. And here we go. Big Boss, real talk.
YouTubing under moonlight. You suckers need moonlights. When you calling in the dark, nigga need the cam up. Where they do that in New York? Nah. YouTubing under moonlights. You suckers need moonlights. When you calling in the dark, nigga need the cam up. Where they do that in New York? Talking tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch niggas. I am a boy, Damon. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? We don't pillow talk or whisper with the homies. No red light specials all about our lonelies. Uncle Sam can't make you one of the homies. Talking practice, enlist the phony. Grown man talk just as real as it get. We don't speak in darkness behind silhouettes. Niggas start barking like they from the Jets. Cam up, man up when you on the set, yeah. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? Nah. Tiki torch niggas, 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 tiki torch. Where they do that in New York? Nah.
Yo, this is Fury Boss reporting from Oakland, California. Looking for a few good people to join my new YouTube channel, Big Boss Real Talk. Subscribe, motherfucker!